It's a parade inside my city, yeah. I swear the last time Lorraine was here, I remember her saying how she didn't like the Grizzlies and she didn't like Jar.
Yeah, so he
I didn't like the Grizzlies.
You say you like the Grizzlies, and you said you didn't like Jar because he dances too much.
I have video footage, Lorraine. You
Because
can't gas.
Because he dances too much.
I will get to the archives out.
Because he dances too much. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. I'm still standing
because of you, he started shooting. Is that
It's
what
true.
you
It's your fault. It's your fault.
Would I prefer him to be a shooter though?
Huh? Gang, my hoodie tied.
I never thought I like the Grizzlies. I just don't like the dancing, like play basketball.
What?
You know?
Man, go express yourself.
But the shooting is a bit much. I don't know. He needs to pick what he wants to be, a gangster or a basketball player.
Well, be a baller, bro.
Like he needs to.
Way more money making.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like.
Less consequences.
Shooter.
Alright, I've updated it. There's only 3 things on there.
Hello.
Okay.
Is that hello to us or to you?
I think it's on us. Yeah. It wasn't very clear.
Everyone ready? Yeah. All right, we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, baby mums and baby dads all over the world.
All of that.
Welcome to another episode of Take It to Rim podcast.
Hello.
With myself, Rods, aka.
They can't see what you're doing. Bro.
They can't.
AKA. I'm here today, joined with not one, not two, but 3 amazing people. Wow.
That's the
That's been the
nicest
nicest thing he's ever said about
ever.
us,
Yeah.
On the pod.
He said
Yes.
nice
Psych!
things about me. Such a child.
Expected that.
Such a child.
I got LA Jules in the building.
Yeah. 3% chance of the playoffs and we still here.
Okay.
Oh, so we
You're
get it,
there
man. We
holding
get
on,
it,
like,
man.
it's all right.
We here.
And we got A&E, Clipper Cam.
That was uncalled
That
for.
wasn't necessary.
Okay.
Why did you
Actually,
introduce
Yeah,
yourself?
you need to
Talk
come
about
out.
the
Cam,
Nets.
think.
Huh?
Come out.
Talk
Come
about the
out.
Nets.
We don't need to.
Oh,
What?
okay, don't do that.
Cameron, you alright? Yeah, you're good.
Are you alright?
You know what I mean?
One of your teams didn't make the playoffs. The other team got swept.
What? Okay.
On
This,
his
This
birthday.
is the second year in a
okay,
row.
wait,
you haven't won a
wait.
single
We're not
playoff game.
talking
On his
about me.
birthday.
Second year in a row.
We're not
You haven't
talking
won a
about
single-
me.
But you're talking about me.
Wait. I'm just introducing you. I'm asking if he was alright.
Introduce me correctly then. What's this?
What do you mean? I said Clipper Cam.
No, you didn't.
Yes,
No,
I
you didn't.
did.
It's fine. It's fine.
I said, did I not say Clipper Cam?
It's fine.
Is
It's
it?
fine. Move on. Move on. Yeah, no.
And today, we're joined by the lovely, unfortunate Celtics fan.
Big Boston.
supporter.
Oh.
Say it with chest.
Oh,
Big
no.
Boston. Come on.
Oh no.
Bumblecleat
That's what I like to hear.
Big Boston. Hello.
Boston when I like. Fire pan it, rifle strike.
Oh my God.
All them things
You're a
there.
hater.
Before we proper get into the episode, first of all, what I want you guys to do, if you are listening, whatever platform you're listening on, follow, share, like, comment, subscribe, all them things there. Some people who are watching the audio, some of you guys aren't subscribed, so just press the red button. It's not that hard. Very easy to do. Just click, poof. Won't take long. Like, you know, you're not gonna get injured like certain people, but you know what I mean. You'll be alright. You'll be alright. And you won't get hurt like certain people 2 years in a row, innit?
The episode has not been running for like 10 minutes.
Wow.
Let's calm it down, guys.
This is
Okay, so we're going. We in the east side first, right?
Mm-hmm.
East Side.
We might as well start with
Big
Boston.
Boston.
Yeah. So unfortunately,
Big Boston. Big Boston.
unfortunately, Boston Celtics won
But why is it
game 2.
unfortunately though? I wanna understand this unnecessary hatred.
Okay, 100%. I can tell you. First
I
of
can
all,
do that for you.
I'm tired of the light skin tax. Yeah, I'm tired of that.
This has nothing to do with Big
Yes, it does.
Let's not even start with that.
First of all,
nonsense.
Jason Tatum is a criminal and he needs to be stopped.
What?
What?
Okay, all right. Can I explain?
Explain.
Against the Hawks, he pushed the referee.
I was asleep for that game.
Against the Sixers, he's pushed the referee.
Okay.
He's been attacking the refs constantly.
Attacking the refs.
Yes. Yes. Attacking the referees.
The nets are out. He's got
Grabbing-
making up stories.
Grabbing referees' forearms
When?
and throwing it away
When?
out of his sight. He
Pull up the receipts. Yeah, pull up the receipts.
he can't keep getting away with this.
Pull up
He's
the
been pushing
receipts.
referees,
You're
but when
lying.
DeJounte Murray done it lightly,
Not lightly.
suspended.
Did he do it lightly or did he wait until the end of the game to barge past the ref?
Okay, end of the game, barge past Jason Tatum. The ref stopping him. He's going, poof, moving him out of the way.
Rods.
No, but
Come
move-
on, come on.
Well, move out
Are
my
you
way.
okay?
Move
Are you
out
telling
my
me
way.
has Jason Tatum pushed referees? Yes or no?
Yeah, of course he
I
has.
don't recall.
Recently against the Hawks and
No,
the
he did.
Sixers.
I
He
don't
did. He did.
recall.
Why does he keep getting away with it? Where's suspension?
I don't
Talk to Adam.
recall.
Call Adam. Call your boy, and ask him where the suspension is.
To be fair, there's a lot of things that the refs don't call it out. It has nothing to do with
100%.
the Celtics. So I just think
100%.
you're just
Mainly
being
to do with the
jealous.
Celtics.
I think you're being jealous.
I think what you're talking about is not the light skin tax. It's a superstar tax.
Period. Paul.
I think when you're a certain caliber of player, they're
Jason
not going to
Tatum's
give
not a
you.
superstar yet.
Huh?
He's not a
Don't
superstar
ever.
yet.
What do you mean he's not a
Some
superstar yet?
He said it
respect
himself.
on his name.
He said it himself. He's not a superstar yet.
Yeah, but he's just trying to do fake humble. Allow
on,
it, man.
Come
Is
on.
he a superstar then?
Of course he's a superstar.
Okay.
You don't think Jason Tatum's a superstar?
All right. He said he's not.
No,
a
I'm
superstar
asking you a
yet.
question.
doing
I didn't say
fake
what he said.
humble.
What, I'm asking you.
What do I
Is
think?
Jason Tatum a
He
superstar?
does. Don't lie. I told us you chain devil.
Okay, but
Huh?
what is a superstar?
Oh my.
Bro, you average 30 for the season. Stop wasting my time.
Come on, bro.
Stop wasting my time.
Okay, wait. So it's okay, he's top five, top five in the league.
At
Top-
what?
If you're top five in the league, you're a superstar, right?
I say
I
you could
would-
probably be top 10.
Top
I was
10.
about to say
Top
Top
10
10,
you
you can be a
say.
superstar as well.
Top
Yeah.
10 to
definitely
15.
Top 10.
Yeah.
So where's Jason Tatum top 10?
He's thereabouts. Probably
I just
low,
wanna know
lower
where.
You should do
echelons.
numbers as long as he's in the
Obviously, he's
top
outside
10.
of 5, 100%.
Yeah, he's
But
lower
as long
echelons.
as
We're
he's in the
talking,
10,
we're
9?
talking 9, 10.
Even if
He's
ten.
top 15 player in the
He's 10.
league.
Yeah,
Jason Tatum's a top
superstar.
15 player in
Is
the
he
league.
solid 10? Like, can everyone say Jason Tatum is definitely top 10 in the
Was
league
it?
right
He was
now?
fourth in MVP voting this year, right?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah.
You know the answer to that question.
I
So
believe so.
outside of the
So-
three foreigners who are the MVP top guys, yeah.
Yeah,
Who's after? Who's better than Jason Tatum? Just tell me.
I want to know as
Luka
well.
Doncic.
Aye.
Yeah, you could bring up
Luka
Luka.
was fifth,
That's
no?
fine. Okay.
And Jason
Luka
Tatum
was behind him,
fourth.
but okay, yeah,
So,
yeah. That's fine.
like-
That's fine. Yeah.
So
Luka,
Yeah.
you now need to name me 6 other guys who you think is better than Jason
Oh, the
Tatum.
pressure, Rodney. Go
It's
on,
not
man.
gonna happen.
It's not.
But he likes to waste time
with
into a hole.
Is it, huh?
Can I say LeBron?
LeBron's not better than Jason Tatum right now. LeBron's not better than Jason Tatum right
LeBron's
now.
not
You know
better
that as well.
LeBron's better than Jason
You know that right now as well.
Right
Come
now,
on.
we're not saying in general. We're
Come
saying
on.
right now.
Right now.
What's going on with life?
Yeah.
Jules, you're not gonna argue with me.
I'm not.
It's a waste of time.
Even a whole LA player. Come
on,
on,
man.
Okay.
Come on. Why are you rubbing your eyes?
Sorry, in my eye.
This is what you did, by the way.
Joel
Rodney
Embiid,
likes to just dig
Jokic,
himself
you've
Yeah.
off.
got
Said this, you
Giannis,
said
you've
this.
got Luka,
Yeah, okay.
you've
Yeah.
got Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
What?
Don't say yeah. Don't say yeah.
I'm just.
Jimmy Butler, yes?
Jimmy Butler in what?
Just let him
Don't
talk.
stop being silly, bro.
Based on
Yours-
what?
we said right now, right? We
Based
said
on-
right now.
Based on what?
What has Jimmy done?
We're talking playoffs. We're not talking playoffs. We're talking in
Jason
general.
Tatum's
Right now, yeah, but I said LeBron. You said LeBron's not better than Jason Tatum right now.
As in not play. As
Bro,
in like
Jimmy Butler right
No,
now.
I'm gonna say it. Jason Tatum's better than Jimmy Butler right now. I don't know what you've seen Jimmy play 6-7 games and you're saying that he's better than Jason Tatum.
This is just cap, man.
But Jason
Like,
Tatum played a whole season and had better numbers than Jimmy across the board. But that means nothing, right?
It's
know how Jimmy
Boston
is. Jimmy
hatred.
Coates, but
That's
he's
what
there.
it
Rodney,
is.
just be honest.
Come on,
Look,
man.
be honest in your
You've
You've
heart.
wasted time.
Yeah, because we've got a lot to cover in this episode. but we have to get
I
over
just
this.
said, is Jason Tatum a superstar? You said, yeah. I said, okay.
No, but you said no to
Yeah,
start with.
exactly. You
I said,
literally
is
no.
he a superstar?
No, don't
Ask
try
a
it.
question.
Okay.
Ask a question.
So
You guys
is he a
interpreted
superstar?
it.
Yes or no?
Do I think Jason Tatum's a
Yes.
superstar?
Do you, Rodney, think?
Do me? I think Jason Tatum's a
Yeah, man,
superstar.
this guy was saying. I swear, this guy was saying either the beginning of the season or the end of last season that he was better than Luka. He said
Yeah,
that when we
yeah,
did
no, we did the three, yeah.
the top
Yeah, you
10
had.
under 25.
Yeah, yeah.
Last
You,
season, right?
you had Jason Tatum above
You
Luka
did.
Doncic.
Last season,
did.
right?
Yeah.
Thinking about the old days, the old days.
Why are you
Do
still
I think
with
Jason-
asking the question?
If I do I think he's a superstar?
You do.
Why not?
Big
Maybe a
Boston.
superstar, but no.
We
Leave
don't.
that's
listen
out.
to the hatred.
Let's
But
talk-
I'm just
let's
saying
talk
that
Big
the thing is,
Boston.
especially like I just think, yeah, the Celtics.
Mm.
Well, I can say
that's so deep.
game one they got themselves spanked.
What are we talking? Which game? Are
Boston
we talking
did.
about?
A bit six against Sixers.
I didn't
Yeah.
watch that game. I won't lie.
James Harden,
Harden went off.
he put 45 on your
That's
head.
nice.
45. 45 wing piece bucket
It was a strong
with some
45.
fries.
Mm.
Strawberry Mirinda at the side as well.
Mm.
Oh, I do like a strawberry.
That's a good meal, to
Apple
be
pie and
fair.
crumble on top too.
That's a bit much.
Oh yeah, he did that. He did that.
A bit much.
And this was without Joel Embiid. So I was thinking, okay, they've done their job. Even if they lose next game, they've done their job.
Yeah,
They've taken one
not
game on the
necessarily.
they've done the
Not
job. Now
necessarily.
they got home court advantage now, right?
Not really.
So game 2, of course,
We won. Big Boston. Hello.
Oh my word.
they woke up. Like
Hello.
they woke up. James
See,
Harden
you
had
know-
a stinker.
No, he
Yeah.
didn't.
Everyone in Philly had a stinker.
Yeah, everyone in
Do you
Philly had a
think?
stinker. Yeah,
Ev-
I
The
think
high
you lot
score-
are taken away from what we did. That's why you're.
No, it
you
was
lot are
shocking.
saying-
It was. I'll give
Whoa.
Boston some credit for what they did. However,
Big Boston.
the,
Hello.
the highest scoring player in Philly was 16 points. I think it was Tobias Harris.
Yep.
Oh.
See-
Yeah, I think it was. I fell asleep in the fourth quarter. I won't even lie
That
to
makes
you.
that makes a massive difference. You think that a team who were without their MVP in the first game, who played so well, they completely changed the way they were playing in game 2.
Yeah, Harden went 2 for 14, 0 for
Yikes.
6 from the free.
Yikes!
Tyrese Maxey went 6 for 14 from the field, 1 from
Yikes.
4. He had 13 points.
Mid-June tour dates.
I mean, it's a bit. I think the bench combined for, let me just get it, nothing. Next to nothing.
Yeah.
And like,
Absolutely
obviously, you're
crazy.
looking at it. They scored 87 combined points. That is a shocking.
Yeah, they got their backs blown, man. Like,
Brother, you have to say pause after.
Why do you love not saying it? Though?
A lie.
Last week you were moving mad.
Hella love on last week as well,
and
bro.
didn't want to say pause.
Where did this? Someone else does this pause thing. Where did this pause thing come from?
That's a long story.
Like, what is it?
It's not new. Like
It's been
Yeah,
there.
like, I hear it, but I don't get it. Like, what? Why
you see,
is it,
in
why is it
1066,
pause?
in the Battle of Hastings.
I'm like,
the first person I heard do pause was Dame Dash, and then my older brother was doing it all the time.
but it
'Cause
doesn't take away from the nonsense he just said.
Yeah,
So what's the point?
it's
like,
more politically
it's
correct
for
than
you
saying
to
the
be
alternative.
known,
yeah.
It's way more
definitely.
politically correct than saying the alternative.
Okay.
If you say that, you might lose your job in it.
That's what I mean. We might all not be here.
They don't know about the pause yet.
But
Yeah.
Philly came out weak in that second game. Like,
Big Boston. Hello.
it just wasn't happening for them.
No, I'll be honest. Yeah, I watched the game in and out of my falling asleep last night. But obviously, I left it at half time. So at half
It was a good
time,
game in the first half, no?
yeah, like they were going back and forth. It was a lot of both teams were hitting threes. I think that's when the 76ers got a few points. And you're looking at the way the game's going. You're saying, all right, Embiid's adjusting, coming off he's not been there for a while, so he's adjusting a bit. You've got obviously at the time Harden and the rest of the team, they hadn't scored a lot, but they were in the game. So I think they went down into the half. Just looking at the stats, it was an 8-point deficit. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the third quarter. They got
Yeah, the
outscored
third quarter, I think
35
they
to
got
16. That's embarrassing.
Damn.
Like that done the game, because by the time that quarter's done, you're down what?
I think
That
they-
alone, you've been
13
outscored
now.
by 19 points plus the 6 points from the first half. The game's done.
Finished.
Yeah, it's peak.
But then again, as much as I love Boston, you can't necessarily say that with us, because with Boston, I'm in an emotionally abusive relationship. I am. Like, it's like, you lot want to keep me here. You lot want to keep putting me through. Like,
You were the NBA Finals last year.
like no, but
How is that
it's-
emotional?
It's emotional because sometimes we should win and we didn't win. Like with the Hawks series, there's no reason for that to have gone
Yeah,
to
I
game
agree.
6.
I agree.
true.
Like I will literally leave the third quarter and go to bed thinking, yep, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and see we've won. Somehow we lose.
You haven't.
So it's just you never know with the Celtics. I'll be real. You actually never know.
And where does it always start from? I
I
feel
don't
like
know the way you
Joyce,
worded that question.
when Jason Tatum does have a bad game,
Him and Jaylen Brown when they're moving.
yeah,
like,
when Jason Tatum has a bad
idiots.
game, it's like Jaylen Brown follows suit.
Yeah, like one of you needs
like,
to
yeah.
be strong. Like
And when they're down, the rest of the team is like
just
deflated.
It's annoying though.
But then they-
Like you don't need to be your own man. Wake the fuck up.
And it's one of the ones where because
No, it's so annoying. Like wake
Lorraine's
the
on
fuck
smoke.
up.
And
I took
because
offense to that.
I'm
Like,
not even a Celtics fan.
the offense runs through them,
Yeah.
and it's not working right now. The strokes aren't hitting.
this guy,
Pause.
bro, this
Yo!
guy, this guy.
That wasn't intentional.
It was intentional.
Yo,
It was.
what made you go in that verse? Yo,
But like it wasn't making sense. Yeah. So let's get other guys involved. Let's get Brogdon going.
I like him a lot.
Let's let Brogdon jump on the train.
Yeah.
Like let him. Let's get him going. Let's get Horford going. Maybe.
Yeah.
Let's let
Smart as well.
Marcus
But
Smart
even him,
support. You know what I
him
mean?
and his damn green hair. He like,
Like, why are you attacking? Like,
I'm
you're
in
attacking
an
the personal.
emotionally abusive relationship with my team. Like they just be playing with my emotions. It's so annoying. Like Marcus Smart is king of complaining. Just shut up and get on with it. Sometimes I hear it, you have to fight your case, but sometimes in those moments you've just messed up for them.
What,
Like,
shut up and dribble?
Yeah, no, Lynch.
Wow.
Shut up and dribble.
Wow.
Like,
That chair's wild.
I'm just nah.
Damn.
There's some hits. I'm happy we won, but we just need to keep it up. Like we get too comfortable sometimes when we win. We need to keep it up. We need to keep it up.
I think last night your two MVPs were Brogdon and Brown. I think
Yeah.
it was one of the few games Brown stepped up in
Yeah.
Tatum's absence, where he shot 1 for 7,
He was doing
0 for 3.
Tatum was off last
He
game.
was- he
7
took-
points.
He took 7 shots. Yeah.
like
He had 7
a
points.
whole
Made
JT.
one-
Like that
one
man
field-
is my
one field goal.
lock screen. Like what is the no? He was pissing me off yesterday. That's not my
But
life.
Brogdon got 23. He shot 7 for 15, 6 for 10 from the 3, which is insane.
Yeah.
Then Jaylen Brown, 9 for 17, 3 for 6 from 3, 25 points. So, yeah, man, big up those two. I think Brogdon's such a key part of the
Facts.
piece. And
We said when he went there last year that he was going to be. I still think he
Sixth
should
man
be
of the
starting in
year.
it, but
I don't. Yeah. What? I don't.
I think because Marcus Smart is like the
Madam
bar
Complaining.
Al Horford, he's the vet on that team. He's probably one of the
Yeah,
oldest players there. He's
Mm.
been there for ages, and I think he,
But you know
he's
what
a
annoys
leader
me?
in it. So
Do you know
he
what
gets
annoys me
the,
about Boston? Yeah, about their defense is like I saw it against
Not
the
too
Hawks.
much now. Not too much.
I saw it against the Hawks, and I was like, these guys haven't learned from their flipping mistake, where they kept on playing that drop coverage, like just leaving the free put open. And it happened with
Like-
Trey, and I'm just like,
Oh, I'm just gonna get.
this
hot.
is Trey
I'm gonna
Young,
get hot. I'm gonna get hot.
and you guys playing this drop coverage.
do you think that was intentional though? Because Trey
Kinda
wasn't
did.
shooting great like the
He
first
wasn't.
few games of the
But
of the
still,
series.
even so,
You can't chance it.
exactly.
You
And
can't
on
chance
top of
it.
that, let's even remember how that game winner that he hit as well. But it's one of the
Hella
ones where
space.
it's one of the ones where even if he wasn't shooting great, you still play that defense
do you
because
know
he's
who
a
Trey-
shooter
yeah,
anyway.
like come on, use your brains, please.
It was bad. Like I can't lie. I was just like, again, you lot are doing the same mistake
Not too
again.
much. Not too much.
Because now, even when they played against the Warriors in the regular season, they played the same defense again against. I'm just like,
That's the worst thing you could do that
Bro.
against as well.
Like,
have you not learned? Do you not have manners? Like, do you not remember what happened before that they're doing the same thing? So that's what annoys me. But obviously
Yeah.
against the Sixers, it's not gonna be like that because they're kind of a different team, and it's not like this is Houston Harden where he's just shooting from everywhere.
not Houston Harden.
Besides in game 1, Harden sanity in that. But
Yeah, but he did that because he needed to, innit? And
He needs to do it again.
but, no, but that's what I'm saying. He's going to be the key to their success. in this
100%.
series,
Yeah,
just because
yeah.
if he plays passive
maybe
and just
wouldn't
defers
be
to
the right
Embiid
word.
and Maxi, it just won't work, innit?
Yeah.
Like we all know the way that team are actually probably going to have to win the series with him having 25-point games or something like that. Just something different from what he's been doing throughout the season.
Yeah, I think
To change it
Embiid
up.
needs to also initiate that as well. Like, yeah, you can run for me, but I need you to, bro, let me shoot off the screen. Let's do that. Put them first. Like, let Embiid. Like, what happened? What did I do? Did I say something
Lorraine's
mad?
commentary.
No, listen.
He's got better ad-libs, isn't it?
It's too funny.
Taking it in.
It's like Embiid can say, you know what? Let's get you going. Because if they're tension on you as well, like, they can't double team both
He's
of
got to
us.
share it, yeah,
You
definitely.
know what I mean? So,
I hear it, but game 3 has to be different for Philly
Big
to win.
Boston, hello.
I'll be honest. You're losing game 3.
Anyways,
So,
big
no,
Boston.
bro. I have full faith
I
that
need
Embiid's
a-
gonna
like
come
a-
out and
Oh,
get
yeah.
I wanna
Yeah.
be
a different.
Embiid with
He
my
needed
hand.
one warm up game to
Can you
get back
see it,
into
guys? Big Boston, hello.
cheese and bread.
And rice and crackers.
Big Boston.
He needed one game
That needs to be your
to-
caption, by the way. Big Boston, hello. Hello.
He needed one game to get back to himself.
yeah, he was,
That's
he was
what
hurt.
I think, innit? I think they'll come out in game 3 super aggressive, and
We're ready for them.
I hope so. I hope so. You need
I hope so too.
you need Tatum and Brown to like
This
have
see,
between
this-
them doing like
that's what
50
I mean,
points, something like that.
emotionally abusive
But the thing is,
relationship.
game one they combined for 61 points. Yes, you guys,
Yeah.
you guys did
They
lose
played
that
better,
game.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like you were there, and there was I think in the Atlanta series, I think you had another game where them two combined for 60 points as well.
Mm-hmm.
Near enough unstoppable when that happens. I'm surprised you guys even lost game 1, but I think
Wow. Okay.
game 3, I think Philly are probably going to take that one. I hope this series goes to 7. That's what everyone wants to see.
Doesn't.
I think it's near impossible that
It's
it
probably
doesn't.
gonna go to 7. To be fair.
I think it has to.
I don't think he's.
Who do you
I
think's
think
winning?
it will.
Of course, he's gonna say Sixers. Negative.
I don't think he's going to say
Nancy over
6.
here.
No,
Negative.
I
Nancy.
think the Celtics will do it in 6.
Yeah.
I think so. Just
Why are you not
because
acknowledging me?
I didn't want to admit it, but I hold my hands up. Like, it's one of the ones where, unfortunately, obviously, game 1, like Harden turned up,
He did.
but
He
I
hasn't
don't
up in a while.
have the faith or trust
That
that
he can do that.
he's gonna do
Yeah.
stuff
he's
like
reached
that
his
again, or
capacity.
even be aggressive like that in order to take this series.
Yeah.
So that's what that's where it's like, okay, Embiid can, but and on top of that, like we said, history is very important. The Sixers have had the Celtics have had the Sixers number for time. For time is emotional damage.
As one would say.
That's what I was saying, is they've had their number for time. Like, cool.
Embiid said there wasn't a rivalry because they've been kicking our ass for years.
Exactly.
I remember.
Exactly. And Embiid got that rollie from Harden and lost his mind. Like, he's just like, he didn't know how to act.
Wow.
He didn't know how to act. So I don't know. At
Embiid,
first, I feel like the
he's,
Celtics will do this in
interesting character.
What's an interesting character?
with Embiid.
Yeah, he's very. What's the word? I want to think of a nice word to describe him. It's quite hard.
Damn.
I don't know. His energy is very like. It's like he wants to eat you. Yeah, you don't get that from him. Oh, joke.
I don't get it from anyone.
Joke.
No. Neither do I.
Like, he's just annoying. Like he's like a Patrick Beverly underdog.
No way.
Girl.
Like,
Joel Embiid.
like Patrick Beverly is a fucking menace, and I think Embiid is like his little brother.
Yeah, and he's
Wow.
like, the way Pat Bev's energy is in terms
Little
of being,
chihuahua, like fuck off, man.
it's like Embiid has that energy in trolling.
so
Throughout
annoying.
but obviously, it's like it works for him.
He's so annoying. I couldn't be his friend. He'd really irritate me.
Wow.
You make these
Yeah.
things so personal.
No,
I
you
know.
You don't
Like,
say much about
like
it.
Donny actually is like.
really just like, yeah, the game's all great and that, but he would really irritate me. Like being around him, I'd just be like, shut up.
Really?
Yeah, shut up. Like
and he's a
Patrick
good
Beverly, I'll flick you. I'll flick him. Like he's
In the eye.
he's annoying. He's actually so annoying.
Oh my
But we're not talking about the Lakers today. You know, he's not on the Lakers anymore.
He's on the Bulls.
Yeah, he's out.
He said he's still getting his ring though.
I saw
I
that,
saw
and
that
I
quote.
think that's a very cheeky. What?
I mean,
Why
it's
not?
valid.
They traded him, innit?
It's valid. Yeah, he gets his
but
ring.
do you think he contributed a lot to the
course.
Lakers?
He was there for
Yeah.
what 60% of the season,
Yeah.
maybe more, 70% of the season. I think there's a rule. I think you have to play like above 50% for that team. I don't
Oh,
think
is
it's that
it?
many. You know, I think if you play 20 games, you're
I
entitled
think
to
it's
a ring
something
if
as
they win
small
it.
as that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something as small as that.
People
yeah.
have claimed him for playing way less
For
and
less.
doing way less.
Like
Okay, I
Patrick
didn't know that
Beverly
was the
fully-
rule.
For that one camera moment in that game against the Celtics,
Oh, that you saw live.
he
He deserves it.
He deserves a
Definitely
ring for that. If you
deserves
man
What
get
a
there,
fool, man. Oh my days.
So let's go around in terms of what do you think the series? What's your series prediction for the Sixers and the Celtics?
Hopefully big Boston in 6, but I feel like it's gonna be big Boston in 7.
Boston. I say Boston in 7, so I think it's gonna go 7.
Boston 7.
Yeah, my initial was 6, now 7. Losing game 1 has gone it to 7. 7, I still don't know. I still
There's no one
believe.
think Philly's gonna win.
No, I don't. I never really rated Philly before the season,
Big Boston on
during the
6.
season.
Definitely not. Saying
1, 2. Okay.
that. Definitely not.
You'll
Saying that.
literally be, yeah, no one else. It's rattling though.
Maybe the Sixers might
No.
surprise us, but the way I'd see it, like you have to deep it as well. The game that happened for them to take a win, like what happened in that game, I don't see it being repeated again.
But they did it without Embiid. That's the point. Like,
I know,
Yeah, no,
and
that
then
is
that's
a
the thing. So
big
then
factor.
that should have been like fuel to the fire for this game. Okay,
To
we've got
win,
MVP.
yeah.
Obviously, he's a bit
shaken up.
exactly.
but you
so,
know how it works though. The team takes away home court. They take the one game. They say we're gonna do what we can in game 2. But if they start pulling it, because I partially feel like they almost gave up a bit earlier. They were like, let's not press it too much. We're gonna go back to Philly now. Just protect home court. If they win the next 2 games, they're what 3-1
That's
up.
a bad mindset, though.
A lot of teams.
You're
do do that.
but you're getting smoked.
That's
I'm
a
gonna
very bad
talk about that
mindset.
same point in a later series, the other series in the East actually. But you're getting smoked in the third quarter. You're down by like 11 in that quarter and overall 17. Cut. What's the point? Like, what's the point?
Yeah.
You've won. Your business was to get one of the 2 road
Still
games.
got 5 more games to play.
Do you know what I'm saying? There's no
Yeah.
point stressing yourself. Someone gets a niggling or silly
Trust
injury or
Injury.
something
Fair,
silly
fair.
for doing too much. You're down and you're gonna lose the game anyway.
Yeah,
Let me see the
true.
minutes. If the bench played a lot of minutes, and you
The
know
bench
that's what they
did. The bench did. I mean,
They played a lot of minutes.
well, not enough actually. Well,
No, they didn't. Nah.
They didn't actually
Nah,
play
they
enough.
started played. Embiid played 27, so that's below what he'd. All of them played below what they'd normally
What
do.
was his injury again?
Knee, something in his knee.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I think he sprained something. Or I don't know something. I know
But-
it has to do with knee.
Yeah, this is an interesting series. It's a bit. I don't know. I think Embiid coming back has made it something like it's watchable now. Beforehand, it was like it's just a matter of time when Boston eventually win it.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna talk about obviously what Embiid's done this season in winning what he's won individually, but there's 2 MVPs on that team. I think Philly have to show that look, we've got 2 MVPs, you've got none.
Calm down.
They have to come on that smoke.
It's a
but
fact, though.
It's the fact
but
though.
It's a
don't
fact.
say it with bare bass. in
It's
your
it's
voice.
the bass and it's the truth.
Calm down.
They
a
got
You
that
calm down.
that Boston team's got no rings together and they got no MVPs.
Bear in mind,
Put your hands down. 'Cause I feel
bear in
like
mind,
he only has so much vim because the Nets are where. That's the reason that he has so much.
Bear
vim
in
about
mind-
my team.
And you lot sent him home last year as well.
Period. Don't ever
info,
forget that.
sweat.
Big Boston. Don't ever forget that.
that's the thing about the old days. Bear in mind, what did Jalen Brown say time ago?
What?
Oh, I'm gonna have 5 rings by
5 rings, but
28.
Yeah, but he was. You know why he was wilding, man. You all know why he was
He's
wilding.
saying whatever he needs to say.
I would say
don't
the same
care.
thing
Exactly,
too.
man.
Bitch ass. Yeah. Okay. So no one has Sixers winning
No.
besides Andre.
The one man.
But yeah, congrats to Joel Embiid.
For what? You lost your home game.
I'll clap for Embiid.
Yeah, Embiid gets a clap. Yeah,
You know?
African brother.
MVP.
MVP.
Yeah, man. No, it was good to see him win MVP. Like, I honestly, I was thinking, you know what? Yo, what if Jokic actually takes it? That's gonna be mad, you know.
Nah.
3 in a row. Like,
That short stretch that 2-week stretch that Denver had right at the end of the season, I think kind of wrapped up because
yeah.
Philly kept building momentum and Embiid was putting together great performances and Jokic had a couple of duds along the way and
sat out 1 game or 2, innit?
yeah, I don't know, but he said he don't care about that, innit? Like, which I kind of respect at the same time.
Apparently he cusses the refs in his language.
No, that's Luca. That's the other white guy.
Oh,
Sorry, that's bad.
He
of
probably
me.
does it as well, though, innit? But Embiid deserved it, man. I think
Yeah, scoring
being the
title.
runner-up, what two out of the last 3 years.
yeah.
I think it shows that you're putting in the work and stuff. And I think it would be if Embiid ever retired and never won a MVP. I think it would be harsh for his career to say because no one's gonna say he wasn't one of the most dominant big men to play in this time period in this era, innit? So.
Boys, you know me, I love my stats, innit? So I'm going to read out the stats for Embiid.
Joel.
So he averaged 33.1 points per
league,
game. He led the league in scoring.
Title.
Rebounds, he had 10.2 rebounds, 4.2 assists, 1 steal per game, 1.7 blocks, and shot 54.8% from the field with 39 double-doubles.
Wasn't he like one of the joint like company with Shaq as being one of the early guys to the MVPs or something to average 30 and 10? Something with Shaq.
Wasn't it one of the centers to lead the league in scoring or something like that?
Yeah, lead league in
I could be
scoring
wrong.
and average
30 and 10.
30 and 10.
Something like that.
Averaging 30 and 10, something along those lines. But yeah, had a dominant season Embiid, so don't let it slip by the hands of Boston. But right,
I had some haters telling me that this is that here nigga take that MVP because he's just been
Oh.
complaining for the last couple of years.
Oh, No.
Who said that? Who said that?
That's
I think-
that's not
Rory.
nice.
No, I'll be honest. There's a lot of debates.
Rory's a Thunder fan, right?
No, there's just a lot of debates at the minute. Because obviously, a lot of people have said that Jokic, stats-wise, there are a lot of things pointed in Jokic's direction, which I can read into it, and I can possibly agree with, like the fact that there's a lot of detailed stats and analytics and all that nonsense that says with Jokic being on the court, Denver are more effective, they're more efficient. They score the most points with him being on the court in comparison to Embiid. Sometimes it fluctuates with the 76ers. They score less without Embiid. I mean, they score more sometimes without Embiid being on the court. Overall, Jokic's actual input towards and as an individual player for any team this season has been the highest when he's been on the court. And obviously his team, number one in the West. A lot of factors are in with Jamal Murray and all of that. However, I think the big factor, and I know a lot of people listening might say, otherwise, you can't ignore what I just said, is the fact that it's hard to say someone gets 3 in a row. I've not even seen the GOAT man, LeBron, do that.
I'd swear he got no votes this year, no?
Yeah, first time.
first time.
That's crazy.
Also, sorry.
Yeah, I think Embiid is.
On that Denver point as well, people were getting gassed that Denver had the number 1 seed in the West. They still finished with a worse record than Philadelphia.
Jesus Christ.
Philadelphia, it being the 3rd seed in the East, still had a better record than Denver.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of it, and people are saying it's like you said, sympathy. It's just give it to him. But you have to look at what Embiid's done, and it's not just
Work, man.
like his highest points output, 33.1 points for center is ridiculous. Like 1.7 blocks. He exceeded both Giannis and Jokic in that factor. And like when you're looking at historic centers in the NBA, he's up there with the best. Like, you look at Embiid, you look at the Elijah ones, you look at all the great centers, that especially the ones that have come out of America, not the ones that non-American. It's our 7th non-American MVP. And the 7 have all contributed something so different, from Dirk to Steve Nash to obviously Giannis, Jokic, Hakeem, and now Joel Embiid. He deserves to be that. Do you know what I mean? We're talking about one of the greatest players, centers we've seen, and like we all know what he came out coming into the NBA. Someone that could be dominant. He spent a couple years in being injured and all that. It was the process, but he's been everything we wanted him to be. So you've got to reward that, man.
Yeah, that's true, man. Congrats to Joel.
So everyone happy with Joel being MVP?
Yeah,
I
man.
don't care.
You know, I told you I'm tired of this media trying to have this white savior
Jesus.
narrative out there, man.
By the way, what we saying about this is a topic I wanted to bring up. What we saying about these American guys? Because it's been 5 years, still waiting, winning the MVP.
Yeah. American people, American.
So 5 years in a row now.
It's been
someone not from America has won MVP.
Yeah.
You have to understand, Luka's not won it yet. He will win it, and Wemby comes up with even fulfills half of his potential. He'll win an MVP. It's not looking good, bruv.
They're relying on Tatum to get here next, isn't it?
What was that?
I was gonna say something, but I saw Lorraine side eye shut down.
There's a few. I feel like Tatum could probably win one.
Oh yeah, he probably could.
Booker at some point could probably win one. Ja Morant, if he puts down the gun, probably win one.
And to stop shooting, bro.
Say no to guns.
You know what's funny? Yeah, I was just quickly. It's the video where Vince Carter's about to dunk on him in that little animation thing, and all you see is him with the gun.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, the internet's looking funny, man.
He'll grow up.
But it's one of them ones, man. Right now, the non-Americans are dominating, and you know what I mean.
They always tend to be fair in sports.
Yeah, man. Like, could you say most of these Americans, I just think they haven't put in, or they haven't been consistent over a long time basis. Like, for example, like most of the American players, like for example, Tatum at first was leading everything, and I thought, he might actually bag this MVP if he keep this up. Then there was a drop off, and
you said his name a lot so far. You know.
Bears,
and the
why
same
are you
with
on him?
Well, I'm not. I'm just.
Why are you on him?
Was he not 4th in MVP voting? He was 4th, so I said, let me mention him in it, because after that is Luka. You know what I mean? That's another European. You know what I mean? So it's one of the ones where I think the next person to win it, if it's not Luka.
Yeah, Tatum's supposed to be the next one, but boy,
we'll see, man. We'll see. Moving on swiftly. Heat and Knicks. Jimmy G buckets. Jimmy G buckets. Ladder one come, yeah.
Himmy.
Not really.
It's Himmy Butler, bro.
Himmy Butler.
Himmy Butler,
Oh,
bro.
it is.
He didn't play in the last game.
Yeah, obviously. What's it? Game 1.
Sprained his ankle, rolled his ankle.
Yeah, no, because Josh Hart landed on his.
Yeah, that was it's quite
on his
peak,
ankle.
man.
It was nasty.
Yeah, ankles.
Nasty work. Was it purposely done? I don't think so.
Ankles.
Conspiracy cam.
Do you think it wasn't on purpose?
No, it wasn't purposely.
If I was them, I would have done
But I
it.
can't lie. Josh
Josh
Hart.
got to slay his brother down.
Josh Hart did flop pretty hard. Like he flopped and then he nigga swung his body
He swung
to the
side.
But no, I don't think it was intentional. But
Nah.
he still stuck it out and played. But it's one of the ones when you sprain your ankle,
Yeah, just
at that moment you can kind of keep going.
Mm.
But then when you sit down
You
and
sit
take
down and
in,
let it swell up.
then it goes. Shh.
Yeah.
But the thing is, but then the Heat really put up a good game in game 2 though. And then when I deeped, there's no Tyler Hero, there's no Himmy Butler, and the game was pretty close. Like it was,
Yeah,
it
way
was
closer than
very.
it should have been.
So it kind of gave more confidence out for the Heat. Like, okay, you know what? At least we won one on the road. We done our job.
Yeah.
This
Jimmy's
game
going back.
without our stars,
Yeah.
was they had everyone back and they
Yeah.
just about beat us.
But you have to. This isn't like the Heat already beat Milwaukee, innit?
Yeah.
This isn't like they're playing Boston or Philadelphia at this point, innit?
Exactly.
Or even Cleveland. Like they're playing against the Knicks, who I'm not saying don't like. The Knicks were the 5th seed. They played well this season, but I don't think anyone's gonna say that the Knicks have a bet. Like the Knicks' best player is better than the Heat's best player. No one's gonna say it. Even me, I wouldn't say that.
There's not. Nah,
Jimmy
let's
Butler's the
be-
best player. When he's on the court, he's the best player
In that series, yeah.
In the series, yeah.
So-
100%.
So I don't necessarily know if it's much of a surprise. However, the Knicks should be doing way better without the Heat's two best players. About
True.
100%.
Saying.
Easier
This is where as well Bam kind of gets my nerves because
I love him.
you need to. Nah, man.
I love him.
Why?
Thank
Such
you.
a sweetheart.
In what? He doesn't do anything.
Exactly.
his defense.
He needs to do more, man.
He's too much of a sweetheart. Keeps
That's
getting
the
drunk.
problem,
he needs
innit?
to do
Yeah.
more. I can't lie, bro. Tyler Hero's not there. Jimmy Butler's not there. Step up.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
got to do something.
Bam got out rebounded by Josh Hart.
Damn.
It's
Come
mad.
on,
You got
that's-
16 points game 1.
And the thing is,
15
I'm not even
points,
taking
game
anything
two.
away from. I'm not taking
Hart.
anything away from Josh Hart because Josh
he's
Hart,
on it.
he's on it. But Bam, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on. What are we doing?
To be fair, Josh Hart almost had a triple double.
Yeah, no, I just see it now.
Bam.
One assist away.
What's
That's
going
a bit
on?
crazy.
Like, what is going on? But yeah, man, it's just, and do you know what it is as well? Is like everyone was back for the Knicks. Yes, they kind of scraped it together. I swear that it's still. I'm still just like, fam. I don't know how Jalen Brunson's just, bro. He's not getting stopped in the post, and it makes no
Yeah,
sense.
It's not making sense.
Like I just don't understand what is going on.
and when he's hitting threes as well, he's near enough unstoppable.
There,
Yeah.
there it is a long day. Long day.
That celebration is hard though. That one.
Yeah.
And he didn't say where he got it from. Where did he do that? What, he poked his eye.
Don't worry.
God knows, man.
But it's like, I know at the end of the game, Jim was like, okay.
He was smiling.
Yeah, he was like, but it's one of those, he was like, you love your fun now.
Yeah, Lynch.
So when
I'll
I
be
come back to beat the,
Beat your ass.
you lot are going to get smoked, bro.
Beat your ass.
No, and this is what I wanted to allude to. What you said prior in the last discussion about the Celtics and the other series. They basically said because Jimmy probably, if this was a game 7, he would have played.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, defo.
So they said we've done our thing. We took
Let's
one.
calm
Let's
down,
let him
calm
rest,
down.
let him
Yeah,
rest.
So
it's too early right
Get
now.
you 100% for game 3. But like you correctly said, I don't understand why it was so close. I mean, Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, because I always call him Strauss, which you guys have corrected me, are balling out. Play this entire playoffs and this series. And I think everyone's contributing. I think Kevin Love has done his thing since coming in. He got 9 points, but you see he's got like 5 rebounds, 4 assists. He's contributing in different parts. Gabe Vincent, like I said, dropped 20 in game 1. And then Kyle Lowry dropped 18 in game 1. In game 2,
He's lost so much weight, don't you think?
They've been getting onto him though. That's why
Really? Oh.
they've been getting onto him.
Why?
oh, is it?
Because the Heat have there's a max body fat you can have to play on that
Is
team.
it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's been doing well, but he's lost weight.
It's true. He wasn't that.
The bum, his bum's always gonna be big though.
Is it?
Yeah. It's always gonna be
Damn.
What?
Got that on camera.
Yo, did you see what Jack Harlow said?
yeah.
He was sitting courtside at the Heat.
That was hilarious.
He said Kyle Lowry hit a fadeaway shot, took a fadeaway three, fell on his lap. He said it's true what everyone says. That shit's soft as hell. That's what he said.
I'm
He's
not
mad.
like his bum is big. Like he's got a big bum.
What?
He's got a big bum.
What's going on here?
These are not the views of everybody on the pod. It's just Lorraine.
That's crazy.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
One thing I have to give the Knicks credit for, or players on Knicks credit for, RJ Barrett showed up.
Mm-hmm.
RJ Barrett had 24 points. When you look at it, actually, RJ had 24, Julius Randle had 25 and 12, 8 assists as well. Jalen Brunson had 30 and 5. Josh Hart had 14, 9 and 11.
Everyone had like a very top performance.
No,
And-
It's
and look how-
their bench.
They had a top performance and it was still like this.
Yeah.
But
That's concerning to me.
it is. No, I agree.
I agree too.
It is because you can't ask for much more from any of those players, innit?
Yeah.
Realistically,
Yeah,
like
it's true.
so. When I look at the bench, Quentin Grimes played 26 minutes, had 3 points.
Who?
Quentin
Right,
Grimes.
can you say it very fast?
Sorry, Quentin Grimes had played 26 minutes, had 3 points. Toppin played 10 minutes, 0 points. Quickly only played 9. Tibbs is on his shit again. Explains to you why Emmanuel Quickly's only playing 9 minutes. So I think if the Knicks can give their bench some more minutes, stop pissing about, I think they'll put up a much better.
let them piss about, man. Piss away.
I think they'll put up a much better performance in it. But just know, yeah, if Jimmy's there taking 30 shots a game, some of those guys who've been playing well, they're gonna have to dial it back a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing about it is like he can do that, but he can still get everyone involved. I think
Yeah, but there's a limit, bro. If
Yeah,
you're taking
obviously
30
the
shots, there's only a certain amount
the
of
thing
shots
is,
you can take in a game.
like in game
as a
one,
team.
Jimmy didn't take did he take a lot of shots?
In
But
game
he had
one,
like 25 points. It was kind of
he
even.
took 8 for 16.
Yeah, so it's like
Yeah.
that's the thing. It's one of the ones where
Yeah, but he had a very like not. I wouldn't say he had a good game, but
It
he
was a
didn't have
coasty
he
game.
didn't have those 40, 50 point ridiculous
Yeah,
games
it
where
was
he's taking 30
it was a
shots.
coasty game because it was going back and forth. Everyone was contributing. It was a thing where during the game in that moment,
because the other guys were
they were doing well.
Okay.
And so it's like it wasn't like there was like let's refer to Jimmy like Jimmy, do you? We'll just pick up the pieces.
Yeah.
It was a thing where the whole team is getting involved, it's flowing, the rhythm's going. So cool, keep it like that. If it gets a game where if Jimmy's feeding and he's hitting shots, then feed the hot hand. You know what I'm saying?
True.
If the building's on fire, what do you do? Get the women and the children out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Get them out.
yeah.
That's what Charles Barkley says, isn't it?
Yeah, every time. Bro.
Every time. I just wanted to say.
So what do you think? What do you think's the outcome of this series then? Because the way I'm looking at it, this is like a real slow burner in terms of.
Yeah.
I don't expect anyone to be like blowing the other team out by crazy. I think they've both got a similar amount of scoring options. To be fair, Knicks, in my opinion, probably have more, but because the Heat spread it out across 9 guys, you don't know how many points they're all going to score. So it can range, you know what I'm saying? Whereas the Knicks rely on like 4 or 5. Don't do that. 'Cause I
No,
said it.
I know you said pause, but I'm just still taking away, bro. That was a bit,
You lot and this bullshit.
that was a bit crazy.
The Knicks have, can I see my point, please? The Knicks have like 4 or 5 guys they rely on a consistent basis to score the majority of their points in it. So if I had to.
And the Heat spread out between how many guys?
Shit, man. No, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, what's predictions?
For me, it's difficult because I don't want the Heat to win because I don't.
Why?
I don't enjoy watching the Heat play
I
basketball.
don't want the Knicks to win, bro.
I
Why?
think the Heat's gonna win though.
Why?
Bro,
Why don't you want the Knicks to win?
it's not good for basketball. For
No,
the
do you know how
Knicks.
entertaining it is when the Knicks win because their fan base.
I know,
It's too funny.
but it's not good for basketball if the Knicks get to the Eastern Conference
It
Final, bro.
won't be. That's
Why?
it. They
Why is
don't-
that not good for basketball?
Because
they
they're
don't need to
jarring.
be there.
Because it's just
Don't put first
They
of
don't need to
all,
be there.
like regardless of what's happening at MSG, watching the games is exciting because of the crowd reactions and stuff like that. Whenever the games are close, they're really good games to watch. I do have to say.
Yeah.
Also, a Knicks Celtics, or even a Knicks Philly conference finals would be like a historic type of.
I don't think I want.
Like, there's a lot of history in those series, isn't it?
Fair enough.
Especially between the Knicks and the Celtics, isn't it? I don't know how it's gonna turn out. I'm gonna say.
Actually, then again, another.
I'm gonna be realistic. I'm gonna say Heat in 6, but I would rather the Knicks win in 6. I don't think this is going 7, regardless either way.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised though. It might.
If it does, I think it's gonna be one of the worst series to watch. But I'm gonna say, huh?
You're so
90
silly.
points max.
No. Yeah, I'm gonna say Heat in 6.
Yeah, Heat in 6.
I think mine was that as well. Mine's Heat in 6.
We need to start arguing more in this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Annoyingly.
Agreeing too
You
much.
need-
Yeah.
No, but the thing is,
No, fuck it.
Annoyingly.
Knicks in 6. Knicks in 6.
no,
No,
don't
just
change
say
the
it.
tone.
Speak your
Don't
truth,
change because
innit?
the thing is, yeah.
So dramatic.
No, the thing is,
Put
yeah,
your phone down.
yeah.
Nonsense.
I'm chatting crap about the Knicks. Like I don't want them. I want this to be the last series they play. 100% I do. Why? They made me sing. That's number one.
Oh, of course.
What?
Slightly.
Yeah, I had
you
a-
should sing another song.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah,
You
nah,
should.
nah.
If they make it to the conference finals, you should sing
You
another
have to
song.
sing another
wear
song.
Boston jersey as well. What
He
happened
did
to
that, he did that.
Been there, did that, done that.
I didn't get sent a picture.
We must have one. We must have
Oh,
one.
yeah, surely. We'll
Nah,
dig
man,
the
go
Go back
archive.
through the
Picture get
archives.
bun up. Yeah, like I
Can
say all this.
Can I have the jersey?
You want the jersey?
Yeah. Wait,
He's not gonna wear it.
He says who? Says who? Why can't I wear it?
No, name.
Is it Tatum
Yeah,
jersey?
it's Tatum.
Can
I think
have
it's
it,
Tatum.
please? Can I have
Yeah,
it,
it's Tatum.
please?
Here's a Tatum
We'll
one.
see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I might.
You're not gonna wear
Happy
it.
birthday and that, yeah.
That's not my birthday present.
Merry Christmas. But like, I'm saying this about the Knicks year, but I'm scared because I think they're gonna. I honestly think the Eastern Conference Finals is gonna be Celtics versus the Knicks. And
Really?
yes, and I don't like that. This is what's going to happen because the Knicks is gonna be a slow burning series, but the Knicks are gonna win in 7. It's gonna it's
This
gonna
series.
yeah, it's gonna be a slow burning series because what's going to happen? Game 3, Miami are gonna win. Game 4, Knicks are gonna win.
Oh, you think it's gonna be?
Yeah, I
after
think they're
that
gonna
game?
split it. They're gonna win,
And then 7.
and then they'll get home court back. I believe if they win one game at the Heat, I think so. I think it's just gonna go tit for tat like that, and then. But I just think 6 and 7, the Knicks are gonna scoop. They're gonna scoop it, just because I know Jimmy's a bit hobbled, and he's gonna do what he has to do.
Nick's so happy.
But I just think with Jalen Brunson playing the way he plays, RJ Barrett contributing how he is, Randall playing, the game that he's playing as well, Mitchell Robinson as well. He's just gonna out hustle Bam because Bam's a bum.
Oh.
And I
Damn.
think
No,
I think
No, he is a
don't
bum.
And I
do
think
that.
this
Don't do
off-season,
that.
they're
My
gonna-
Nigerian
he is a
brother,
bum.
and
I
he is a
respect
bum.
you.
send him back to Lagos. And I think as well in the off
Why do
season.
you think it's Lagos though? It could be anywhere.
Actually, he's Nigerian.
It must be Lagos because he is laying that goss anywhere, bro. Listen, I just think as well this off season. This off season.
You are so used to your bullshit. That they're not. This
This off season, the Heat are gonna have to look at Bam Bam and say you gotta go bye bye. 100%. And it's like it's
laying
riding
that
it.
goss.
That's what's gonna happen. I don't want it to happen. I hope I get proven wrong, please. But that's what I thought was gonna happen, man.
Bam for Dame trade.
But if the Knicks get to the Eastern Conference Final, what do I do?
Cry.
I'm not
Period.
gonna cry, bro. I can't cry, bro.
His team, I ain't gonna
I can't cry. I don't
You
know.
gotta write a poem.
Write a poem.
And you got to sing it.
Yeah.
I sung once, man. Like, man.
He said,
sung
I ain't do
once,
that shit
bro.
again.
My throat hurts, bro. I sung
Pause.
once.
Pause.
Oh, okay, that one was definitely.
Tonsillitis,
That
tonsillitis,
was definitely
tonsillitis.
a pause, man.
Tonsillitis.
Goddamn,
I got to say something. Tonsillitis. What? Write a poem.
Mm.
No, you know what? I'm not a Knicks fan. I don't care that much in it. But it was funny last time.
Oh, here he. Here come the Knicks with a double twist. Okay, I don't know. We'll see something.
So you're going what? Knicks.
Knicks in 7.
I'm going Heat in 6.
Heat and 6.
I've said Heat in 6, but I want to say Knicks in 6.
What are you saying, Lorraine?
Heat and 6 as well. I don't think Knicks are winning. I don't think they're winning.
God forbid.
It'll be close, but I don't think they're gonna win.
They've already. I'm not gonna say overachieved, but they've already like
They
They've
already reached
They've
like
definitely
the
overachieved.
potential they thought they'd have. This is kind of where I expect them to go.
Yeah.
Boy,
Yeah, this
oh
is
boy.
the ceiling
I didn't
of their
think they were
season.
You know, if they make a conference finals though, Jalen Brunson might be one of the best. free
Jalen
agent
Brunson.
signings. He already slightly is. For
Jalen
this
Brunson
year,
right now is a
definitely.
top 3 point guard.
Hmm?
Curry,
This nigga say shit
Curry,
like this,
Dame,
man.
and then Brunson right there.
In the league.
Yeah.
You think he's better than
Yeah,
Ja?
I had to clarify
Yes.
which one.
You think he's better than Ja Morant?
Yes.
Jalen Brunson's better
You
than
think he's
Ja
better than
Morant.
Trae Young?
Yes,
Better than Kyrie Irving, your boy.
he's a shooting guard.
Better than Luka.
Better than Tatum.
Because if Kyrie's a shooting guard, Lucas is the one.
What are we saying?
Where's
here?
Jalen Brunson? Where's Luka?
What are we saying? No, but what are we saying?
So just based off that,
And who was
What are we saying?
who was screaming? Miss Brunson, man.
Lucas.
Yeah, Luka.
Okay, yeah.
Rodney
Top
just-
five,
He
top
should've
five
passed
at
the
least.
ball, man.
Maybe
In the
top,
league.
top three might be a bit.
You're moving
I
back.
It's not might be.
I think
He's not top
Jalen
five.
He
Brunson.
could be top 10.
Top
Top 10, I'm making
five,
it.
Yeah,
top
I'll
five
give
is
it.
Top
strong
five.
as well.
There's Steph. There's Dame.
And then Brunson.
Okay, maybe we can squeeze in someone else there.
For this
Maybe
season,
Ja.
I can
But-
definitely.
Wait, let me-
Shay? What? Shay?
let me get this on
Shay's a
camera.
two guard. Shay's not a point.
Shay's.
Giddy plays the one.
Shay's.
Giddy plays
Alright,
the
Roz,
one.
the camera's back out. So what are we saying?
Giddy plays the one. Jalen Brunson's a top 5 point guard. in the
No, you
league.
said three. Keep down saying
do you
that as you
know,
go. What do you mean?
After careful
said
consideration. No, you know what? But yeah, top three,
Say it in your
man.
chest, come on.
So Jalen Brunson's top 3.
Yeah, we got
Come on.
Curry, we got Dame, we got
Then
Brunson.
Right.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Ja was right after that,
That is
and then Trey
crazy.
Young at 5.
That's crazy. Huh?
Come and fight me then.
What?
What?
Rodney.
Jalen Brunson, look what he's done. I'm
No,
not
no
even
one's
saying.
saying
I'm
he's
not.
not
Yeah, I know,
good,
but I'm
but
not.
top
I'm not
three,
even
you're
saying.
stretching it.
I'm not. No. I'm not even saying just from. I'm saying from
So
the trade, from the trade. What he's done, he's elevated that. He has single-handedly
You know
changed
what?
that.
You
I'm
don't
not
even sound
saying,
like you believe what you're saying.
bro, 100%.
He does it all the
Josh
time
Hart-
as
You don't
well.
even
All
sound
the
like he
time.
believes
I'm
what
saying, no,
he's
even
man.
Josh Hart, obviously, yes, he
Oh,
contributed to that, but
please.
Jalen Brunson right now, he's really up there. He's elevated his team. He's
No
controlled the
one's
pace of
saying
the
he's
Knicks.
not up there.
He's changed the way they play. He's patterned Randall. He's made sure that the team rolls on his commandment, which
Period,
is
Paul.
why they've been successful in the regular season. And yes, they got 5th
Big
seed,
Knicks,
but
come
he's the reason why they maintained it, because the Knicks usually tend to flop. And then he's the reason why they led and completely destroyed Cavaliers.
All of that is true.
Like,
but
they have to deep
top
what he has
three
done.
is nonsense.
And Trey Young's been failing for a minute now. How long are we going to keep saying he's going to be up there for? He's been failing for a minute now. It's the truth.
Bro, but for
He's
like,
been failing for a minute now.
what didn't he lead the league in assists? Trey Young.
Oh, okay.
He was top 5. Was he top 5 in scoring again? Or was
Yep,
it?
top
Okay,
5.
so
Last year he
maybe
led
you
the.
Like his.
Trey Young's top 5.
Okay.
I didn't say he wasn't top 5.
No, you're taking a bit.
Jalen Brunson
Are
definitely
you
is in
saying
top
for
5
this year or just?
for this year.
Okay.
If we're gonna rank it like we like,
Oh, this year.
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
for this year, he's not. But that's
Yeah,
fine.
he's not this year, but
Okay.
He's good though. He's good. Very good. Very good.
okay. So
basketball.
you're gonna put what, Curry and Dame above Brunson.
Mm-hmm.
What you're gonna put Trey Young as well, I guess. I'm assuming.
I put Luka there. before
Trey,
you say
But the
Trey.
thing is,
Luka.
I asked about Trey. You guys skipped and went to Luka.
Luka, we're doing order though.
I'm not gonna
We're
lie,
doing it in
you've got a
order.
point there.
No, but I'm just saying. I'm not doing. I'm saying top 5.
Oh, Luka,
Okay.
we got Trey, we got
Steph, Dame,
Dame, yeah.
Luka,
Mm-hmm.
Trey Young.
Brunson.
Trey Young.
I wouldn't pick Brunson in 5 still.
You're telling me Shay's not a 1? You're telling me
No,
Shay's
he's
a 2?
not. He's not.
No, he does-
Shay's
he
a
does.
2 guard.
He's when you.
He's a 2 bro. Giddy.
He's a
plays-
1.
Giddy's ball handler, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Giddy actually
Okay.
plays. Giddy actually plays well. He's the point. Shay is a 2 guard. He's literally the scorer, doing what the 2 guard needs to do.
I'm putting Ja Morant over, and I don't even like Ja like that. I'm
Any
putting
day.
Ja
How
Morant
can
over
you not put Ja Morant over
Jalen Brunson.
What are you saying?
Because he can fly high. Okay.
Yeah, flying is a big part.
This
of
is the second time in this podcast you said nonsense and made us go into it.
I know.
It's
But
fine.
this one will go out, and now everyone will see.
you lot
And
say
this is when
Ja,
the
bro.
Americans come and
Take
say,
Ja,
"Y'all
because
don't know.
Stoning me,
Take-
bro.
They
take
don't
Ja
know
off the-
nothing about
Take Ja
basketball."
off the Grizzlies, and they're probably the 1 seed, bro. The team is
But we're
better
not
without
talking
him.
about-
The team
no,
always-
you're
the team always
Rodney,
plays
Rodney,
better without Ja.
Rodney,
The team always plays the team.
Rodney,
Ja without the
calm
Grizzlies.
down.
When Ja is away, the team is still good. They have a
Calm
good
down.
record, a very good record.
Are you speaking
without-
from your chest or from
Bro,
your
come
lies?
on! Is it not the facts?
It's the
Is it not the
cathedral of
facts?
lies.
Do the Grizzlies play better basketball and win in basketball and have a good record, maybe even a
They
great
definitely have a
record
good. They have a-
without?
when Ja
100%.
caught the gun charge or whatever we're calling it.
This gun thing is crazy, man. Crazy.
When,
No, I just think he's still young, innit? He needs to grow up.
yeah, he does. When he was dealing with that, the Grizzlies had a great record.
Thank you.
Because that's when Dylan Brooks was talking a whole lot of shit, and I wanted them to
Let's
lose
go-
games, and they weren't
anyways,
losing enough
we'll
games,
go
in my
into that
opinion.
because-
That's what I'm saying, man. We got to start looking. We've got to start opening our
Alright,
eyes
cool.
here.
We
Cool.
can pivot into this though. Let's pivot into the
We
Grizzlies
just gotta
whilst we're
start
on the
opening our
topic of
eyes,
them.
man.
Yeah.
Because we all know what's happened this week.
Yeah. So is he actually
So
gone?
The Grizzlies said that
under no circumstances,
under no circumstances,
none of that at all.
I thought it was fake news.
No.
under no circumstances.
Will he be
This
coming back
man
to
returned.
I can't lie. I feel bad for him.
No, fuck that.
So wait, what's the
Yes,
actual reason?
Rod,
What
say it,
reason?
spray it, because I'm with you.
I feel bad for him. Look, I understand what he was doing the most, and the thing is, if he was doing the most and performing,
And winning, yeah.
cool.
Then talk that
But
shit.
he was, do you know, is when he was first talking, it was calm. But then he just went overboard. Once he attacked LeBron said,
But what did
"Yo,
he say,
Kamish,
though?
handle him."
What did
he
LeBron
actually-
say?
Yeah.
So in an interview, he called LeBron old.
Yeah.
He said I like
But he
poking
didn't
bears.
call him old.
He said you're not really doing much until I don't respect you until you drop 40 on me.
Mm-hmm.
He said that about LeBron, by the way.
About
That's what I'm saying.
LeBron?
And then understand that after that he proceeded to have absolute duds in games, like offensively. I remember one time he said, just got to make him go left. You can't go left. LeBron then goes and ties the game by going left on him.
Yeah.
Like everything he said about LeBron.
Just ate his words.
Yeah, it was just embarrassing. Like
But then, isn't that just talking shit? Like, why did they get rid of him?
because
then he was arse,
there's
innit?
talking shit, yeah.
And
And then
backing it up.
it's just say like people, if you watch Last Dance and people were like talking that shit to Michael Jordan, they know
Yeah.
full well by doing that they're gonna piss him off and make him go crazy. innit?
Yeah.
Same thing with LeBron. I'm not saying LeBron is I took that shit personally, but at the same time, like he's not even getting disrespected by a good player. He's getting disrespected by a role player.
Someone meaty, bro.
100%. And Doris Burke was on a doing a call for a game. He said he's not a great athlete, he's not a great shooter, and his defense isn't that great either. So what does he do well? And I think all the eyes have just been pointed at him. That thing that came out about it, I think there was an article saying Brooks' first round series against the Los Angeles Lakers was considered to be the breaking point for the Grizzlies. In the span of the Grizzlies series loss in 6 games, he called LeBron James the Lakers' best player and a 4-time NBA champion old, tired, and suggested he was not as good as he used to be.
He's not there.
Brooks punched LeBron in the groin area in Game 3, earning an ejection. He missed a defensive
That was an
assignment to
accident,
help
man.
Was
on.
it an accident, though?
Yeah, it
was
was-
it?
it
Cause all
wasn't
of this shit you're talking, I
intentional.
don't know.
But he 100% got suspended because of all the shit he's been doing throughout the year. Do you remember when he fought Donovan Mitchell?
Yeah, that was dumb.
Bro, I've never seen Donovan Mitchell react like that to
The
any
Mitchell
player.
don't swing at nobody.
yeah.
But he was on it for that guy. He missed a defensive assignment to help on James on the game time basket in Game 4, and then gave up a critical basket to James in overtime of that loss. Brooks also chose not to speak to the media after 3 of the losses in the series, resulting in a $25,000 fine by the NBA. The Lakers also left Brooks open during the series and dared him to shoot, using the extra defender to keep All-Star
That's
Ja
so
Morant from
rude.
driving
That's
or
so
blitzed Desmond Bain on the perimeter. Brooks shot 31.2% from the field, arse. 23.8% from the three-point line,
Damn.
arse. And he averaged 10.5 points. So
Sorry, that was so dramatic.
he was talking too much for the
Yeah,
quality
for
of player
someone
he
that
was.
what you're actually
100%.
doing, like,
And
calm it down a bit.
with everything that was happening with Memphis this year, with
Damn.
Ja moving
Yeah,
brazy,
yeah,
the Jaren Jackson Jr. alleged
yeah.
point
Allegedly.
stats adjustment, whatever.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
think they just said, you know what,
I've had
we don't
enough.
need. Yeah, we don't
had enough.
need any more bad publicity.
Yeah.
We need to change the image of this team, and I think that's why people saying he's a scapegoat. But I promise you, if he was quiet, he would. Also, it came out apparently they offered him 3 opportunities to extend his contract.
Yeah, they did.
To
yeah.
extend they gave him 3 opportunities to extend his contract, and he denied all of them, thinking he was going to get a big
Who
bag.
wants you? Who wants you?
Not Memphis.
Yeah, Dylan
I'm
Brooks,
so-
he messed
I
up.
hate players like that. Like, don't ever be so audacious. Who's checking for you? You
It's
better
facts.
take that fucking extension. So audacious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he should have. That's a big mess up. He should have taken the extension.
And now people are doing a meme saying, you know,
Yeah,
that
Shang-
Jin song, you better learn Chinese.
The thing is, yeah, I don't think he should. He shouldn't. I don't think he should be out of the league.
No way.
Who's gonna take him?
No,
though?
no. Let me ask you a question. What is he good at?
Who's gonna take? No, who's gonna take? him?
No, just tell me what. Tell me why he should be in the league
He still averaged 14 points
And where he
regular
would go.
season. Yeah,
on the arse percentages.
yeah, but we have to also take it in as well. We have to take this in. No, 100% I hear that, but we have to understand as well. With this team, obviously his role defo changed, and since obviously Jar's come in and Bane, and they've obviously
Yeah.
it's kind of been flown around.
Excuses.
It's been thrown around both of them and Jade. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying.
Your ass.
No, but in the offense, that's deep it.
your ass.
Jar, yeah. Desmond Bain,
Mm-hmm.
JJJ.
Mm-hmm.
So all Brooks has to do is be a free and basically a free and D.
And he couldn't do it.
And I don't think
You know, like
I
He
don't
couldn't
think
do either side of it, bro.
couldn't do anything. To be quite honest, the only thing he was good at was talking shit.
I think he should. I
literally.
don't think he should be out there. I think maybe even if he's coming off the bench or somewhere. I don't think he should be out the
getting
league.
him out
Have no
was-
team.
was
What? Go to what?
actually
Shine
quite-
But I
guys.
just asked you what's he good at. You couldn't tell me
You
what he's
couldn't
good
name
at.
me something
Tell me
he's
one
good.
thing he's good at.
Talking shit.
Yeah, but the thing is, that I sit on this.
Being the
and-
Draymond of the team.
No, but Draymond Green, in my opinion, would contribute more to a team.
Defensive.
Yeah, but Draymond's an all-time great defender. You can't talk about Draymond and Dylan Brooks in the
Yeah,
same
I think-
sentence. Like, that's not fair.
He doesn't do anything well, but he does things very.
How can you say but after saying that? Do you understand what you just said? And you said but.
Yeah, but you have to also understand
I
not
just think
everyone
that
can
it-
do that though. Not
I know,
everyone
but I think what he
excels in
does-
everything.
I
in the
think
NBA.
with what he is, obviously bearing in mind taking away this trash talk and everything, he could be a player that comes off the bench and just does that. Maybe if he ran more with the second unit at the Grizzlies, it would have been better, because obviously he's in the stars. Everything maybe it would have been better. I just don't think like out of the league. Like, come on,
I agree
It was
with you.
good to
I
it was
agree
good to have
with
that
you, yeah.
villain
Yeah.
saga. Like, bro, every
But tone it
single
down a
time,
bit, though.
every single time after the games, high fives and handshake. Fuck's sake, I'm tired of it.
You know
man.
he took 13.6 shots a game.
I'm tired of
No,
the.
do you understand that, bro?
Rodney just
So
said
what? You don't
next.
think he should be in the league?
No, bro. No.
Do you think he should be in the league? Yes or no?
No, because I just
No,
asked.
that's
So you don't think he
That's
should get
crazy.
another contract in the NBA?
No,
He should-
100%
he should be in the
a
league,
minimum,
man.
minimum max. And I'll tell you why. Because I've asked you numerous times, what is this guy good at? And you
Yeah,
cannot
you
answer
struggle
the
I
question.
said, yeah, I said he doesn't do
struggled still.
anything well. However,
This is the NBA, bro. This is the NBA.
Go and
and,
play basketball with your
and
friends,
he's still
man.
averaged
That's
14.
it, bro.
He's still averaged 14
Go
in the
and play
NBA.
basketball
You're not gonna
at
leave
home.
the. He averaged 14 in
No,
NBA
no.
in a very
Long time.
funky,
On awful
wonky
shooting
role.
stats as well, man. This is the thing.
Yeah, but
Listen,
it's-
listen.
Okay, but let's say,
Rodney,
let's say this.
Rodney,
No, but if-
Rodney
if
doesn't
the
want to be
offense,
Rodney.
Rodney. Carmelo Anthony is currently not in the league, yeah? Currently not in the league.
Boy. But
he's
no,
old.
No, and what? And what? And what? And what? But no, but understand, there's a queue of guys who can play this game that are not currently in the league.
Period.
The NBA does not have time for guys who are not good.
Okay,
Wasted my
and name
time.
some. Name some.
I
We
just said
can't
Melo.
say.
I just
okay,
said
that's
Melo.
it.
to
He
you.
said there's a queue of guys, so at least
That
give me
means
5
more than
guys.
one, yeah. No, but Rodney, you know.
At least give me
Boogie,
5 guys.
Boogie, Melo, Dwight Howard. What are you gonna say about Dwight Howard?
Yeah.
NBA champion, how many times defensive player of the year and rebound champion? Dwight Howard.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
okay.
You know, I'll give you that. Okay,
I'm gonna
that's
keep
free.
going. There's gonna be some more old guys.
That's free.
I just think there's other guys in this league, not in the league, sorry, that could definitely contribute more than Dylan
Yeah,
Brooks
what
does.
about what's
He-
his
he's-
name? And he was on the Lakers. Now he's doing golf. What's his name?
Golf.
Oh,
J.R.
J.R.
Smith,
Smith.
100%. Bring J.R. Smith in. Iman Shumpert too. Get out your wife's music videos and come play, bro.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Get out of the
a
shy as
minute.
well, bro. Out here being.
No, but real talk though. I think we have to look at it for what it is. We're not talking about like we need a fifth man and you're at the park. You're talking about
No, facts.
there are hundreds and hundreds of players,
Wait a
especially guys that are gonna come in from college as well, who can probably shoot better than him,
yeah.
jump higher than him, defend better than him, without all the talk as well. And plus, he's not gonna take a small. The contract he probably wants is probably at least
Big boy
10
money.
to 15 mil a year.
Yeah, and you don't
What
deserve
would you
that.
pay that?
You know what it is? I think the problem is he just talked too much.
Way
If he
too
just
much.
was quiet a bit, they wouldn't have got rid of him.
I think so.
You just have to
should've
perform.
just-
You
Yeah,
have
but
to
the
perform.
issue I have,
Even
and
if he
there's-
wasn't performing, I still don't think they would have.
yeah, but the issue I've got with the Grizzlies is 2 things. They drafted this guy, and he's been part of their system for best part of 4 years, if I'm right. So you've now got to a stage. I know you offered him contract during the season, but you've got to a stage where you've
I've been even
perceived
longer.
it as he can't continue under any circumstances. Now that shouldn't be coming out. I know I've just seen
that's
Dylan Brooks' agent say that it's false news by Shams, and I've been reading that the Grizzlies aren't happy that that's come out. But it's facts. They should. They
He's not
should.
happy, but he's not gonna get another contract.
That you've messed up his market, and I think that's selfish from the
Yeah,
Grizzlies.
you
Like
did.
regardless
Big
of
mess up.
if you didn't want him,
Who
you could
told
have
Shams, bruv? Pay your
you
dues.
could have ended it on the slide. Like you could have just said, "Oh, we believe you should part ways."
Yeah.
I think there would always have been a narrative that came out about it. Though.
But I would rather
It
that
would've
come
been
out when he's
brilliant.
already on another team.
Yeah,
He's got his
it
money.
would've been
Like end of the day,
Ooh.
no, he's got some
No,
money.
no,
No, like I'm not talking like he deserves 10 to 15
but
mil.
let me ask you a question now. After the performance, because without the Grizzlies saying anything, after his performance and the checks he was signing, he
I
was
wouldn't
writing
give him
with his
that
mouth
kind
that
of
he could
bag.
not cash.
I wouldn't give
But
him that kind
Yeah,
of
but
bag.
he could give him. Look, Dylan Brooks is definitely worth more than
Tell
a
me one
minimum,
team.
a vet
Tell
minimum.
me a team.
Bro, there's loads of teams. He
Tell me a
averaged
team.
14.3
The
points.
Hawks,
There's players that
the
averaging
Bulls.
3 or 5 points that are shocking role players in the league.
This is a player
Dylan Brooks should be in the NBA.
What
The ish-
was his field goal percentage this year?
Field goal percentage was what 39.6%.
And
That's
what was it in the
40%.
playoffs? What was it in the playoffs?
Yeah, 31. But then
31%.
he's not good in the playoffs.
31.
He averaged
But we have to also
14.3
deep
points.
it.
Like he's
fourth option.
no.
Dusty, cold, and
Dylan Brooks should be on someone's bench that plays like the Giannis role.
say over there,
Like
bro.
it's carp.
They're not
I heard-
playing. He doesn't
the
play.
thing
That's
is, I
fine though.
I heard this.
You playing in blowout minutes. Like
I
let
heard
him
this
do
as
that.
well, yeah. Dylan Brooks, yeah,
that's crazy.
he's someone that LeBron would pick up and
with
put
him.
on his team.
Yeah.
That he
To annoy everyone else, yeah.
yeah, but and bring best up. But that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, he can be somewhere,
He
man.
just
Like I
should've shut
said,
his mouth,
I think he
man.
can still be. He could be in the Hawks. He could do well with the Hawks. He could do well with the Bulls.
Next year, Dylan Brooks will be playing for one of the two teams that will be in the NBA Finals this year on a minimum contract.
Dylan Brooks to me.
I don't want him to leave the league, innit?
No, like I'll be honest.
No.
He's
I don't know.
he's done more damage because of the talking, and I think
100%.
he didn't help himself in that.
100%.
However,
Because he
All
fought.
people,
If he didn't
LeBron
fight,
as well.
yeah,
Like,
if
The damage was done before this Grizzlies report came out. I promise you.
but the issue I've got is more with the franchise. Like as a player, it is what it is. Like relationships end, and sometimes like it just ends, innit? Free agency's there. It's there for a reason. You didn't sign the contract. They don't want you no more. I just have an issue with the under no circumstances because big man, you're the
that's
same
mad.
organization.
That's a mad thing.
No, big man, you're the
And
same
did they even tell him to stop?
organization.
Did they even say it's enough?
No, all
I
Dylan.
don't know that though.
No, guys, hear me out.
really said
All
enough.
Dylan Brooks, everything I've seen from Dylan Brooks this season has been on the court. They've got someone that has done a madness off the court. In Charles Gunting, that is 10 times worse than anything I've seen Dylan Brooks do this season.
Cool. Let me ask you a question.
That's off the court, and
Let me
that's
ask you a
crazy.
question. Jar with a gun charge or Dylan Brooks with talking all the shit? Who contributes more?
No,
to
but
the
obviously
team?
knowing that Jar's a much
gun
better
charge
player,
is
and I would
crazy.
take Jar any day. But I'm just saying.
Which is the same.
No,
thing,
but I'm
though.
just saying
If
the
you're not
under
good,
no
you don't have the
circumstances
privilege
thing.
of acting like you're of having the same problems.
Which
that
is
star
true.
players have.
Yeah, it's true.
We went
But
to
the
the
under no
Exactly.
circumstances, I don't. It's not me.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not
no,
nice.
no, no,
You're trying to
man.
fuck
He
up a
ruined
man's
his
bread.
market. Don't act like they did anything
Yeah,
different.
of course
He
he
ruined it, but then
contributed to
they
it.
like pushed him.
That's
over the
it.
edge.
That's it.
Because someone
He was
could have been
tipping.
like-
He's the one who got
Someone-
himself to the edge.
Someone could have been like, you know what? He tried a lot, but if we let's pattern
Let's,
him
like-
and put him on our
Also-
system in the
wait,
bench
no,
with a role like something like that.
Let's
see
let's
what
talk about this though. He's not a youth, you know.
He's not.
How old is he?
Like 27. He's a grown man.
Oh, is it?
He's not
Okay.
young.
So why can't a grown man talk to another grown man the way he
Nah,
wants?
Yeah, he's 27.
Why can't he
No,
say
that's not the
yeah?
point, but if you're not,
Why
first
can't
of
you
all,
say-
it's LeBron.
Do it when
Okay,
you're not
look.
wearing your work uniform, innit? Do it when you're not at your
cool.
job.
And at
Can we-
least be doing
Yeah, man.
something.
Can we
to
all
make-
let's
Get a burner account.
Let's answer these
Yeah.
questions. Let's answer these questions.
KD?
Okay, number one, is LeBron old?
Yes.
Okay.
No, don't do that.
No,
Rosie.
no.
Don't
Let's
do
be
Go,
that.
fair.
go, go,
No,
go,
let's
go,
be
go,
fair.
go, go.
Let's be fair.
Go on,
Let's
go on.
be- Let's be
Don't
fair.
touch me.
Let's be fair.
Touch
I want
me.
answer the questions.
What else, Reds?
Is LeBron old?
Yes,
Yes or
Young
no?
and
Yes.
bouncing.
But he plays and
Young-
looks younger than Dylan
young
Brooks. I
and
just want to say that.
Period, Paul.
That's only a fact.
Period.
Is LeBron old?
No,
Yes.
he's young and
Yes, he's
bouncing.
old. Okay. Cool.
Next.
Ready? Do you know this whole situation is like? You ever been in a car with someone, yeah, and the person in the passenger can't drive, yeah, and you're driving your car, and they're telling you what to do.
drive. To be
Watch out for this, watch
then
out,
again, watch out though.
No.
Nah.
But I've got eyes. I can do this,
Maybe
innit?
didn't-
You know I can
maybe
do
you
this,
didn't
innit?
see the-
Why am
the
I?
sheep
What?
or something on the
There's
road.
no way I'm gonna listen to anyone talk shit about my driving
Yeah,
when
I've
you
been in
when you
this
still got a
game,
green
yeah,
license.
I've
No
Fair enough,
way.
but you know what it was? It's one of the ones where, bro, people talk mad rubbish about Mike before.
And what happened to them?
Yeah, they got killed. Cool.
They got burnt as well.
Yeah, 100%. They got burnt. So why can't he talk mad like to LeBron
Got
to
burnt.
bring that so LeBron can be like, let me remind you lot.
He
who
did,
you
though.
are."
Nah,
And that's what he did.
But
yeah.
there's levels to the
Exactly, man.
chit chat, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, do you
to
know what,
me,
if he
And at
just
least
said,
be-
trash talking is in the game, but that is different. Like you have to understand who you're going up
I
against. This
understand
is gold.
in there, but
Like, we're not even on the same.
what did
page,
when
bro.
LeBron spoke to him? What did he say? He said,
LeBron was talking shit.
no, but I'm saying like when he saw it the next game in the
Yeah, I know. When he went up to him and he said,
was-
He told him to make a shot.
"Yeah,
Yeah, he told him obviously do that. I said
did
keep the
what?
same energy,
He
100%,
did
but
what?
you gotta make shots because if
Yeah.
you're gonna talk like this, you have to make shots.
Yeah.
You have to show that you're obviously
Yeah.
that your value. So cool, I get it. He spoke. Did he make shots? No. Only what 31% of them, yeah. But
That's awful, you know.
It's bad. 100% is bad. But I think let's see him in another opportunity.
I agree with that.
That's the thing. I think see him in another opportunity. Because come on, like you have to understand. Let's deep this, bro. Let's say you're putting up to the motive. Someone's coming BM. Someone's coming Audi. Someone's coming a Cupra. Huh? Yeah.
Gang.
Someone's coming the Merc. Yeah, cool. And then you're rolling up, raw in the Polo and that. Bro, it's peak. You're not gonna get any shine. And by the time you do get any kind of shine, it's mad.
Bro.
Let's take away
Rodney.
the jars. Let's see what happens.
Anyways,
Let's see what happens. I just want to see what happens in another situation where he's either running with the second unit. Yeah, that day he's running the second unit.
Yeah,
better role.
Rodney, there's two things. He's gonna have to do a rebrand. Yeah.
That's fine. You
can
can do
that.
that.
Because
So does Jar.
You're acting like this fine.
I think Jar's rebrand's gonna be easier though.
Way easier. People already forgot about the gun thing. No,
very
like,
true.
weirdly, I feel like weirdly people ever talk about that anymore. No one is really talking about that.
They're still talking.
With Dylan Brooks, yeah. If this playoff series was the only thing that had happened, I think he'd still be on the team. But it's not, is it? Throughout this whole year,
If he wasn't fighting,
remember he was trying to fight Shannon Sharp as well. Don't forget that.
So was the whole
Shannon
Grizzlies
Sharp early in
team.
the
So was Desmond Bain.
Okay.
Desmond Bain was disrespecting as well.
But with that report that came out
Cannon.
about how Stephen Adams had to sit down with the team and told them on the road we need to start moving a different way. I think personally, the team have evaluated everything that Dylan Brooks contributes to them. Says it's not enough.
It's not
It
worth
doesn't
it.
outweigh it exactly. And as a team, we recognise one of our weaknesses is that we're not mature enough. We're not behaving the right way.
Yeah.
And sometimes that can affect our play.
Yeah.
And I think all those things have
Defo
merged to say.
contribution, yeah.
I think that's why he lost his job.
Is Dylan Brooks a scapegoat
No,
for their season?
I don't think so.
Yes, they are. Yes, they underperform, but they have a jaw injury they could probably lean on. There's so many other things that happen at Grizzlies organization. I don't even think that anyone's gonna say Dylan Brooks is the sole reason they
that
lost it. He's
yeah.
not. He's not the sole reason. There's so many other things. However, we cannot ignore the fact that this man decided to piss off the greatest basketball player of all time
Yeah, all time.
when it mattered the most. He didn't need to do that.
And do you think him doing that unsettled the Grizzlies in that first round? Because obviously,
I think they realised shit got real after that.
Maybe don't
all honesty.
fuck
because obviously,
now.
remember Jar's comments about we're fine in the West, and then
that as well, man.
they needed to
This
once.
trash talking thing.
Did
I don't
anyone on
understand
the
it.
team even? Obviously, we'll never know if anyone on the team actually
Co-signed that.
Brooks said and said, look, obviously the final West thing and said, look, Brooks, I can't lie.
Nah, they definitely.
Well, how you're moving, like, bro, please just.
I think that's what the team are trying to get rid of. They're trying to get rid of that energy where you guys haven't achieved. Because again, this is what the Grizzlies have done in previous years. They got to the playoffs, they had a high seed, and nothing came of it. Right? But they're still talking shit like they've done a great deal. They haven't done anything.
Like,
They haven't
earned that talk trash.
100%. They haven't done anything in it, and I think by them trying to maybe them getting rid of Dylan Brooks is like them saying we're gonna have
It's
a
a
complete
warning
refresh.
shot, like, yo,
you guys
yeah.
need to understand you're the underdogs now, innit?
You're next.
There's no reason for you guys to be talking shit or you guys to be behaving a certain type of way because we haven't done anything. We haven't won anything, and I think they're just slowly but surely removing those guys. Because outside of Ja Morant and Dylan Brooks, who else talk shit?
Desmond Bain.
He's proper holding on to this guy, bro.
Desmond
no,
Bain
he does.
He does.
Because I remember he was talking shit about Ray Hashimura saying that he ain't gonna have a game like that again.
And
he
he had
a
a
game.
series like that.
He did.
Bitch ass.
No, he outscored their whole bench. By
He
the way.
did. He did.
Piss off, man. Well, since we're in the
Yeah,
West Side,
We're gonna
let's
talk about Ray
the
and
West.
them man.
okay, yeah, let's talk about the Lakers and Warriors. Obviously, the Lakers did close out the
Oh, like I said last
Kings.
week,
Came on.
I spoke my shit, and I said we'll close it out in 6,
buddy.
I said we'll close it out in 6.
Look, okay,
Against
look,
the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I said that last week.
Yeah.
okay, fair enough.
I listened to the pod
I
and I
think I
definitely.
agreed to.
He said I
Yeah,
made sure to listen to
the Warriors obviously closed out the Kings.
That was a
Game 7.
really good
That was
series.
Very,
good.
very
Steph
good
Curry,
series.
dirty TT. That's him. So
It's mate.
yeah, he really done a Mazzoline.
Before we move on, guys, about that Steph Curry thing, like, I know I don't want to pivy too much, but bro, that a lot of people are talking about him being like the greatest point guard of all time.
He is. But we said
Well,
that's why
We've said this. Where are we now? Has that
100%.
altered you? Has that made him
You
from
don't
2
think
to 1? What are you saying,
No, so
Lorraine?
you're allowed.
Is Steph the GOAT point guard?
Is he the best
Magic?
point guard? Yeah, like I think he's.
You know what? I can give that to him. I can give
over
that
Magic.
to him.
I'm just trying to.
I can give
You
that
just
to
got edge. You got to edge it over Magic because it's a bit. it's a bit of a Mazzoline. Like now he's just been doing a Mazzoline, man. He's just been adding. He's been adding too much to his catalogue to
How
not
old
be.
Steph?
33.
Older than that.
34.
He's only like 3 years. I feel like 3-4 years younger than LeBron.
I think he's at 34, 35. Yeah.
Okay.
He might be 35.
But like, yeah, so I think I'm gonna give him best point guard. And like, yeah, you have to, man. You gotta give it to him. He's a greatest shooter as well.
People are saying that if Steph wins a ring, he's better than LeBron.
That's freaking
I mean,
ridiculous
come on,
because
No, I can see why they say that.
no,
I can
wrong.
See why they say that.
That's wrong, bro. Come on. What? Okay. Bearing in mind, like, fam, we have to understand here.
Steph won 2 rings without being the best player in his team.
100%.
By the
And
way.
let's look.
Damn.
The first ring.
He did.
The first ring. It was an injury ring, but obviously I'm saying give him that he's still done what he done, but he didn't win Finals MVP.
He should have though. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, that
was
Iguodala
weird
thing
one.
was
Cool.
a madness.
But then
Max Cullum and
Then, but then
That was
next
too
season,
funny.
next season comes. Obviously, yes, he does a madness against the Thunder, but then LeBron smokes him. And the thing is, when they got smoked, I'm 100%. Everyone in that Warriors organization knew. I don't think we're ever gonna beat this man again unless we get help. That's the fear that LeBron put in a whole organization, and then they had to go and get Kevin Durant. And bearing in mind as well, every single time, even when it was playing against the Warriors, even when it was a stagnant game or Cleveland had the upper hand, who was it that turned up and that made those timely shots?
It was
And
KD.
it was KD who made. I think it was game 3, either game 3 or game 4, where for time
He had a pull-up
they'll just
three,
get, and he just had to pull up 3. Those timing shots, it was always KD. How you gonna say, oh, Steph Curry wins 5 rings, he's better than LeBron? Shut up, man.
Oh, okay.
Donnie was scared.
Oh,
He had to go and run and get the
Damn.
7-foot amazing scorer on their team who
Yeah.
who dominated as well, and he hit all the timely shots. I'm not trying to discredit anything from Steph, but let's relax.
It's
Let's
one syllable,
relax.
okay?
Like that game against the Kings was his first proper clutch.
Not the neck
Clutchness.
roll.
No,
In the
come on.
playoffs.
You saw that last season.
In the
man.
playoffs.
Was that game 4, game 5?
He
He
went,
went last season.
wasn't clutch. He just dominated. That's
No,
it, straight
but no,
domination.
that he went clutch. There was one game he dropped something crazy in the finals. I can't remember exactly.
We were
We
in my
watched
living room
it, yeah,
watching
like,
game
I
one.
just-
And
yeah.
Steph was
He
going
was
8.
good. Yeah, I just think last year he dominated. Like, he abused the defense that the Celtics were playing. He took advantage of it. You're playing drop coverage on someone who is the greatest shooter of all time. You're giving him space.
Okay,
Of course, gonna abuse it.
Okay, yeah. The whole thing with I think he's better than Magic Johnson. I think that's okay to say. There's nothing wrong
That's
with
fine. That's fine.
that. I think it's okay to say. I think the thing about Steph that really does make like his greatness great, bro, he changed the way people defend in the league. And the thing with it, the second he walks over half court, yeah, there's 2 guys on him.
Ridiculous.
So the game game 1 against you guys. The reason people are saying the reason that they didn't get a good opportunity there, and Paul had to take that terrible 3. He didn't have to. He chose to. Whatever.
Was it a terrible 3?
I'll be honest. I think.
It's not.
I think.
It's
but
not. It was open
if
shot.
Steph took that, everyone would have said it's perfectly fine, innit? And obviously there's a difference between
And
the 2.
Clay.
But I've seen. Yeah. Clay not so much. But I've seen Jordan Poole shoot shots like that before.
And he was having a good game as well.
He was. So I understand it. However, if you watch that play, all the Lakers are back defending already, and it's Steph above half court, and I think Wiggins and someone else were over half court.
Wiggins, yeah, was
Draymond and Jordan Poole were trailing. So what does
Yeah.
that mean now? They've got enough time because there's guys trailing. They doubled Steph the second he got over half court. They're like, there's no way, shape or form you're taking this 3 right here. Obviously that forced Jordan Poole to have to take the shot. But teams understand this guy, and you don't rest as well when you're defending him.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, the ball goes somewhere else. But I think Steph's most dangerous when he doesn't have the ball in his hands.
Yeah, Tony's running around everywhere.
His cardio must be nuts, man.
Bro, 100%.
What?
Insane. Because he
'Cause
don't stop running.
He's just
Have you seen the footage of Vando chasing him? Like, Vando did very well
Yeah.
against him, but Vando is running through screens, running about like,
Mad.
and he's
You know
not
what?
even.
He's young and he's on it, so he's calm.
No, but he's did well. Like, he's getting blocks, he's stifling it, he forced turnovers, but it's energy. Like that's
You need energy.
that's
You know,
Steph, bro.
But that's why What? How many? He didn't really score that much in game one, did he? Or did he score
Steph?
like 14 points? No,
Steph got-
Vanderbilt.
Oh, Vando. I'll get the box score up. Give me 2 secs. So Vando, where are we? Yeah, so Vando had 8 points, 6 rebounds,
He's not out there.
2 blocks and 2 steals. 2 blocks, 2
He's
steals.
not there to score.
He's just
there to
disrupting,
defend.
yeah.
If somehow he's fast break, he's running there, yeah, he will do his thing. But he's mainly there to do what he needs to do, chase Steph. He said, me too, I'm going to run 100 miles every day so I can...
Like, man, I can't lie.
I'm 100% sure that's what he has to do. And that's what he's bought in for to do. So,
yeah, facts.
and, you know, the Lakers, it was a good game. Like, I didn't expect them to take game one, honestly. I didn't think they was going to take game one. But it was good, but I can't...
Sorry.
What happened to your game one? What happened to your game one?
Being honest.
What happened to your game one? Himmy Butler.
Okay,
I hope he comes back and finishes you.
honest.
Takes 300 bounce.
I wasn't expecting it. I'm just
Heat in
being
5, baby.
do you know what? Yeah, it's just because one of the ones where, like, AD remembered how good he is. And he remembered...
I hope he stays.
He remembered how good... And he was like, wait, is Looney and Draymond? Cool. I'm going for 50.
Yeah.
That's how we should be. Like, bro, we got 30 points, 31 points, 20 rebounds.
30 points,
23
rebounds.
23.
I will say though, Looney had 23 rebounds as well.
Yeah, cool, that's fine. But he didn't have 30 points.
And he got 4 blocks.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
that's the only thing he's been consistent with.
I
His
can't
scoring
like,
might-
yeah.
He averaged
But
4.7 blocks in round
his,
1, bro.
His defense
That's mad.
His defense,
locked
he's
in.
on it. And
He's locked in.
I think,
It's a
as I
great
say,
series, man.
this is the key for the Lakers. If AD is just on it like
And
this,
you don't get injured.
yeah, just on it.
That's the key thing.
That's
He
it.
stays injured,
The thing
you
is,
know.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not like he's looking strong.
weak
He's
bones.
looking strong. This is one of the ones where it's like he gets hit. You know, like for
I
example,
think maybe it's because he's skinny.
no, do you know if
No,
No,
I'm
he's
like,
not,
maybe
these
touches
men are
the-
very
yeah.
tall, innit?
He's
So sometimes it's...
flimsy,
But it's one of the
like.
ones where it's like if you have a baby now and you go, you hit the wall, and then you're like, oh my gosh, and they start crying. That's like AD. He gets hit and he's crying, but he realizes, oh, it's not even that deep. Let me get up and continue.
Okay.
I've never heard
I
that
don't know where
analogy.
you're going.
Yeah, I know.
That analogy was
I
crazy.
know it was mad, didn't it? It's TikTok, man. But like, that's what I'm saying. So this is the key for the Lakers. AD has to play like this. LeBron just needs to coast until when it gets to like,
Cool.
you know, the game, let's say 3,
3,
4, and
yeah.
5. Just turn it up. Game 3, game 4. Remind them I am LeBron. Let's relax. And then
I-
game
I
5,
think he's-
PTSD and slap.
If
them.
I'm honest, I think he's trying. You know.
No.
No.
or-
No,
LeBron.
He is. He's not... You have to also
He's
understand...
not coasting.
He's
Bro,
not. He's not the same
Yeah,
LeBron.
just
Bro, he
catching up with
took the
him.
most shots on the Lakers.
Yeah.
He took 24 shots. He was 9 for 24. It wasn't
He
great.
didn't shoot well. That's what I'm saying. He didn't shoot well.
And
He's
he,
trying. He's
like,
just not
literally,
there.
we're
But the thing
talking.
is, what I don't understand is he's not posting up as much as he should. But then I don't know if it's
I
because
think
As much as he
physically
should,
he's
though.
exhausted, man.
Like, I feel
Physically,
like people are
yeah.
really hard on him. You don't need to understand.
so
this
Dylan
is-
Brooks was right.
Nah, okay. Like he's
Could be right and unemployed, isn't it? Dylan Job Seeker Brooks.
Indeed.
Man, like
He's holding
universal
out for his
credit.
son for whatever reason, he needs to fucking retire. I'll be real.
Who?
But LeBron, he needs to retire.
Huh?
It's enough.
What?
He's gonna hold out for his son. Do you know how many more years that is?
Do you know what it is?
Only one more.
He's
Do you know what it is? Yeah.
Yeah, one more.
Two more.
or ain't it two? You
His
think
son's
LeBron
going
can
to
do two?
college,
He's got
yeah.
more.
How do you know he can?
He's got 2 more.
You know he can. Of
I
course.
no, but good though.
I
Two
think
good
he'll
years.
average 20 points for the 2 seasons. 100.
Because DP, he's
LeBron
averaged
needs to-
25. He's
LeBron
28.
needs to-
He averaged
No,
28
Savannah
this
misses
season.
you.
Yeah, 28
Go
this
away.
season.
He averaged 28 points this year.
Savannah misses you. Go ahead.
28 points, man. Like,
He
do
needs to
you know what it is,
stay
yeah?
home with his wife.
I think a lot of energy went into scoring title and getting
Bro,
to the
he got
postseason.
hurt. Remember, like this is him coming
No,
back.
no, he basically averaged 29 points, 28.9,
I don't know,
8.3
but
rebounds,
he can
6
do that for 2
on
more years, though.
50% from the field.
Oh, that-
Goat,
those-
goat.
You don't think he can do that for 2
Bah, nigga, bah, nigga.
We have to understand his career average is what, 27, 7.
Bah, nigga, that's what I need to hear, bro.
Yeah, because that's deep. If he does, even if he does decline, he was
Decline.
29, basically 29 points this season. Next season might be what, 27
25,
career average again. Might be 27, 26.
I think he'll retire when he can't average his career average. When he can't average 27, 7,
0.2.
27, 6 and 6 or 27, 7,
27.77, yeah.
When he can't do that, I think he'll hang it up. But he's definitely 2 more years
Just
minimum.
one
Last season was 30 points.
Okay.
This season's 28.9.
38. He's gonna be 39 this
He's
year.
going to be 39.
40.
He's gonna be the GOAT, nigga. That's all. Nigga.
Wow.
But I'll be real, yeah. Just going back to the game. I mean, obviously, I think we were quite clean on like the offensive end. I think outside of LeBron had 4 turnovers.
Contributions, bro.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the contributions and turnovers. Outside of LeBron, we had like just 4 turnovers across the whole game. So LeBron had 4, the rest of the whole team combined had 4. And then you're looking at the contributions, like Cam just said. D'Lo was brilliant. He hit a clutch shot as well. 19, not brilliant. He was good. 9 for 19 from the field from D'Lo. Austin Reeves as usual. 4 from 9 from the field, 10 points. And then Dennis Schroeder as well. 17, 5 for 10. He got 19. So it was quite balanced. Everyone contributed, and I think people did what they had to when they were on the court.
The question is, can you do it again?
100%. We play a very different style to Golden State, and I think this is what's been emphasised. When I've watched us this season, it seems sometimes that we have an identity, but we strayed away from it. Especially when we tried to do the whole trying to hit loads of threes. Especially during the season, you say, "Oh, Lakers have hit the worst records and all of this from the 3-point line." But our dominance is in the inside. We've got 2 of the best inside presence players in the league. LeBron and AD, I mean, as I've said to you numerous of times, the last time they were both healthy, we won a chip. I have every faith in these two once they're healthy to deliver, as long as they've got the right supporting cast. And as you can see, the supporting cast is as good, if not as good, as when we had the championship team. The only difference that we are now in is obviously LeBron's 2 years, 3 years on. AD should be more dominant. And obviously LeBron's not as, he can't go and drop casually 45 and like he could in the bubble. So this is where AD needs to come into it, and other players need to jump on and assist, because Vando's coming with good defense, as we've just alluded to. D'Lo has hit and miss games, but did well last game. Austin Reeves is quite consistent. Roy Hachimura is been the guy. I mean, round 1 he averaged as much as I said as the Grizzlies bench alone, and Dennis Schroeder, obviously his defense is going to be key when Vando's not on the court.
I thought he would be like the primary defender on Steph to start. Like I get why
I always knew it was
I
gonna be
get why Vanderbilt would make sense. However, because of what I said about Steph's off-ball stuff, I thought Dennis Schroeder would make the most sense to just chase him around.
But I should tell you why we've not done that. There's 2 reasons. Firstly, you know when Vando's running around screens, Schroeder can get sucked in. Pause. When you know, like a big screen, that rotation, and that's what. I said pause straight away. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. You've been saying some wild shit.
In. Like there's other things you could have said.
Yeah, but it's true.
You said suck in, bro.
Drawn in doesn't make no sense though. Drawn into a screen. That's silly. Hit into a screen. Either way, yeah. When Schroeder Rodney said the word, goes into them screens, I think it's hard for him to kind of come out and defend. And I think obviously I was gonna say something a bit
sucked in. It's hard for him to come out. Hey, wrap it up.
Lakers in 5.
Oh my days! That was a house.
You've said so much worse shit on this one today.
I know, but I got to give opportunities.
Someone else, innit?
This guy, bro.
No, but you are right, because especially if you get caught in the screen.
That was the correct word. Yeah, I think that's maybe it. Yeah, caught in the screen. Thank you, man.
Yeah, like it's like when Vanderbilt gets caught in the screen, Dennis Schroeder can continue the running, marathon thing, hand the baton, and you know what I'm saying, take on the assignment. So, no, it makes sense. I just hope that you guys can still play this, because I'm actually very
Shocked.
Yeah, at the point that Cameron made, saying that I think LeBron's really trying,
He is trying, bro.
He is though.
Like,
9 of 24.
When did they have?
Yeah, but the thing is, a lot of them were jump shots.
Okay, but why do you think he's not driving to the basket? Because he's tired.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, then go in the post.
He's tired.
It's easier said than done.
So much easier to
No,
shoot.
no, obviously, 100% is easier to shoot, but even post, like the fades, even just the kind of pull-ups that he usually takes.
It's long as well, because it's Draymond Gardner as well, isn't it? Like,
yeah, that's your boy. Tickle your stomach and do what you got to do, bro.
Yeah, but you have to understand, like we said, LeBron's played a lot of basketball, especially towards the back end of the season, because we were pushing to get that the play-in seed. So his minutes per game went up.
This is what I think. This is what should have been happening for the last 2-3 years. that them two have been on the same team together. Innit? AD is scoring 30 and whatever, and LeBron just chipping in with the mid-20s game with the assists and the rebounds. This is what should have been happening.
Not enough minutes, low minutes.
Bro, I promise you, you'd be getting 27, 7 and 7 from him.
Scared of injury. Like, AD is a walking injury.
He is.
He's literally a
very
walking.
You know, every game that I miss, because obviously West Coast, LA is very, very hard to stay up for. I just hope this guy, the first thing.
You lot is always the last one there.
Yeah, it's like always kick off, like tip off. I mean, like 3, 4 o'clock.
Yeah, 3 a.m. and it's like, fam, I got to work, man.
No, but for them ones, you have to go sleep and
You
wake
actually
up.
have to have a nap.
No, go beds like normal.
And then wake up.
That's what I do.
And then just go to
When I was
work.
watching Clipper series, I was waking up at like 4:30, 5 a.m.
And then just go work in it. Yeah.
That's right.
True.
Nothing happened. Nothing did happen.
Nothing did happen.
Waste of time.
What you not saying for this series then?
I have. Do you know what? This is nuts because I'm very happy that this is a series that we're able to watch.
Yeah.
Like this is the first time LeBron and Steph have played each other since
Game 7, innit?
Cavs.
in a full playoff series. Go see they had the play-in running a couple of years ago. And I'd never bet against LeBron in the playoffs. I'd never bet against him in the playoffs.
But he's really trying, isn't it?
Huh?
Bar nigga, that's why. That is why.
He is the GOAT though. He always finds a way to
cut,
definitely prior to the fan. Always finds a way to win.
Yeah.
Always finds a way to win. I think if AD can contribute as well to doing what he's doing, definitely. But at the same time, man, Steph Curry is a different animal, man.
These are the two greatest players of this generation.
Yeah.
And I think people are saying this possibly the last time we might see them playing against each other because it's hard to get the matchups in the playoffs. But I think it's good for basketball. I think. What was I gonna say?
If AD can manage to not to stay, is uninjured a word?
Healthy.
Oh, better word. I will say Warriors in 7.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna be a wild boy. You know what, yeah? I'm gonna say Lakers in 6.
Ooh.
Why I say this? Lakers took one on the road when they shouldn't have. Golden State are very great on the road. I mean, very great at home, right?
Yeah, they're bad on the road.
And they're bad on the road. So for them to, obviously, for Lakers to take this home game is like, yeesh. I think Warriors will probably bounce back. Game 2, but I think Lakers both home games are just they'll find a way to win. Yeah, then Warriors probably win at home and then Lakers close it out, man. I think that game as well, especially with Lakers being flipping 3-2 up, for example. LeBron ain't gonna wait like this. Like I'm not trying to reach a game 7. I need to rest and recover. So I'm just, if I have to do the most in this game 6 to get it off to win it, boom. So, and I think the supporting cast is, I think they're gonna be
locked in.
Yeah, I think they're locked in. I think they're gonna perform better against the Warriors than they did the Grizzlies, because the Grizzlies, they were very energetic. They were moving around. Not saying that the Warriors aren't, but I think Dennis Schroeder will be fine against if like Jordan Poole's defending him, that's fine. If Clay's not the same defender as quick as he is, because he's so I think there's gonna be advantage. Like D'Lo's gonna be able to kind of work his way around all these people. It's mainly gonna be Looney and Draymond who are gonna be key. But I think the supporting cast are gonna kind of not dominate, but they're gonna have their way against Clay and Poole. Poole can't defend for anything anyway, and that all the kind of the backcourt, especially to run that small ball lineup, and so I think they will have their way of it, and then from there is man, Warriors go bye, innit?
I think the Warriors have beaten the can't play on the road allegations because they were 2-0 down against Sacramento and they won that series.
Yeah, but they won 2 games at home.
Yeah.
It's on the road.
Obviously,
I mean, that's how you win.
Allegations, man.
They won Game 7 on the road. Like,
Yeah,
there's
man.
nothing else to be said.
yeah, fair enough. No, fair enough. 100%. They still obviously lost 2 on the road.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, it's just that I don't think, because it was the first 2 games were like theirs, whereas before it was like, okay, we're on the road now, feel outs, cool, go back home, like I said before, when they go back home and win 2 in a row, that's when they turn up. But I think taking this one away from them is gonna cost them. I think if they didn't, cool. But I think because they took this first game, it's gonna kind of cost them. It's gonna come back to haunt them. I'm not saying they're gonna be bad, super bad on the road. They have every opportunity to do it, but I just think, it's kind of different. Like, you're not going up. It's not a Sabonis anymore. That you're going against a very skilled. Not saying Sabonis is dead you and that, but you're going against someone who's very skilled AD in the post fade. And look how he's been defensively. Sabonis hasn't been like that defensively. AD has been a beast.
It's not gonna be like
and it's not like, because Sabonis has been defending Looney. Looney doesn't really have a bag. I'm not saying that he had a bag when he was before he was coming to NBA. He was doing a lot.
I see them freeze.
Yeah,
it's
but
crazy.
He's not showing that bag in this series. He's sticking to his role. AD's been guarding all these skilled high flyers, like say Ja Morant, been guarding perimeter shooters with Desmond Bain, and Desmond Bain only, it looks like it. And then he's been defending Jaren Jackson Jr., who he's not a bum on offense, so he's had the versatility defense of shooters, fast athletic guys. Like, for example, I'm not saying Jordan Poole and Ja Morant compare, but in terms of kind of being slivery and just kind of getting to the rim, or just he's kind of ready face that. So he's just, and the way he's been defensively has been nuts. So he's just gonna do what he needs to do, man. I
believe the Lakers will win. I believe the Lakers will win, but in my head it just can't go to 7. I don't see Golden State losing at home.
That's what I think.
In the 7th game. So it's either 5 or 6. And
if they get home advantage back, innit?
Who, the
Warriors. But I wouldn't want to play Warriors as games like Steph Curry can go 50 points again. He might do.
He really could though. That's what I'm saying. He really could though. The reason I think the Lakers are going to win this though is purely because of the fact that the Warriors don't have a great amount of scorers. They rely heavily on
Steph.
3 guys to get their points.
Steph, Clay, and Poole.
Yeah. And they all 3 of them had 20. I think Steph had 27, Clay had 25, Jordan Poole had 21. Like they had a good game in game 1. But they don't get a crazy amount of bench contribution. Looney's not a scorer. He gets a lot of rebounds, so they get second chance opportunities. Draymond's the exact same in terms of, like, he's not a scorer either. So, like, Wiggins is really the X factor in that series in terms of if this guy... He had some issues.
Yeah,
no one knows. There's some rumors coming out that his baby mum was cheating on him with his best friend for years and that the child's not his. But apparently that's not true.
Yeah, apparently.
But yeah, he missed like a
serious amount of time.
He missed like a good quarter of the season, maybe a bit more.
It was like since January.
Apparently it's not true.
I think it was his dad or something like that.
Something mad happened anyway, but he missed games. He came back for the playoffs, so and he's been switched on since. But I just don't think they have enough scoring. And with the Lakers having low, like, this is probably the best bench you guys have had since the bubble.
Definitely.
Like
Definitely.
the amount of guys who can come in and give you points. Like you had Russell and Schroeder, but we didn't say Hashimura.
Didn't say Reeves like that.
Reeves had 10 points. Like, yeah, but if you get those Reeves games where he was going against Memphis, yeah, it's tough.
Still, Beasley, he can come off the bench.
I rate him.
I
thought he was the guy.
Beasley and Troy Brown should not touch that court.
I realized the reason I rated
Walker
Beasley,
should be there.
the reason I rated Beasley was because he was smashing Scottie Pippen's ex-wife. But he's not rateable. He's not rateable. He's not rateable. He's not a good basketball player. He's not.
Lonnie Walker though, that annoys me still to this minute.
I can't like.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
I don't understand why he's getting no minutes.
He's not getting no minutes as well.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
DMPs.
I can't lie. Bun your coach, man. Your coach needs to go and solo
He's
a
moving
jean
back.
jacket, bruv, because he's pissing me off. Like, fam, come on. What's going on? You got Mo.
Yeah, I'll be honest. This series for me is. I agree with Cam. I think 6 games is what I said. Obviously, my Lakers in 5 thing what I ran last time is not going to happen this time, but it's a Lakers in 6 thing this year.
Warriors are going to win.
Pardon?
I said I'm the only one that thinks Warriors.
100%, because I believe, like, the bench we've got is, I think we are well built. Like, we're a team that I feel can overpower them in the paint, and it's such a dominant factor when points are easier to score closer to the rim than they are further to the rim. I think.
What was Looney's defensive thing? Because obviously 23 rebounds is no joke.
It is, but then they had 49 total rebounds. So
No, he does that though.
no, I heard that. And in that last series, he had a lot of games.
Bro,
He had 20
crazy.
plus rebounds.
Is,
But,
is he getting blocks?
so he got 0 blocks.
Okay, yeah. So he's
So
literally just
the
grabbing
problem
rebounds.
in that game was that Draymond Green was the only person to get any blocks inside the whole team. He got 3 blocks. That was the total blocks for the team.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
They ain't
3
blocking
blocks,
nobody.
49
Okay.
total rebounds.
They ain't blocking nobody.
Also, the Warriors aren't getting free throws because they're shooting 33s a game.
And the thing is, like, when you look at the way they
and
play,
they survived the 14-0 run as well. Like, it's mad.
but you have to look at what it is with the Golden State Warriors, and it's something that I can always say, you just live and die by it. They live and die by the 3.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So if they are they're going for it and they're on form, cool. Sometimes you accept it when they're on their runs and whatever, but it's not going to be like that for the entire game, and it's not going to be like that every game. So you got to accept that during the game. If you're playing the right defense and you're really getting at them, making their threes be very, very difficult threes. If they're making it, like we all said, I think it's the first time Steph, Clay, and Jordan Poole have all had 6 made 6 made threes and lost the game. Like, they went off. They did what they had to and they lost. That is the point of why we play such a different style to them. But you have to dominate on the inside, let them do what they want on the outside, obviously with the correct defense, because they will make some. They're just amazing at it, but not everyone will. They haven't got the scoring spread across the whole entire offense where they'll be able to actually dominate us if they really want to. They haven't got the interior presence to go up against AD, go up against LeBron and the Paul. I can't see that from them. So they are going to only win the series at that 3-point line. And if Vando's defending Steph like that, if you got Schroeder coming off the bench, if everyone is locked in across the entire roster on that 3-point defense and that perimeter defense, I have no worries in us closing this game out in 6. But also depends on Mr. Anthony Day-to-day Davis staying healthy.
It's a very weird one. Just before we move on to the final series, it doesn't depend on this guy, but if he can, I'm not saying it's going to be the amount of points he scored all the time, but if he can at least have a decent to and above game this series, he's going to make a big difference. D'Angelo Russell.
I agree.
He's going to make a big difference.
I think it's just more if he's not shit. Like,
Yeah.
he there were games in that Memphis series where he almost caused you guys to lose. He lost.
No,
a
he
couple
did.
of
He
games.
did. Yeah.
He lost it.
He did.
If he's not shit, I think you guys have a way better chance. But like you're more looking more likely to win it. The thing is, I'm saying all this about the Lakers, yeah. But bro, do you know who the Warriors are? Do you know who Steph Curry is and Klay Thompson?
Hello.
No, I hear that, but
That's the thing,
they are the defending
did have
champs for a reason.
They did have a very good game. It's not like there was a bad game.
But
for
this-
them where
They
you say, yeah.
can still definitely up that.
I think
from where they were.
Steph and Clay can definitely do more.
I think game 2, them boys are gonna come out, and I don't even know if it will be Steph. I think it will be Clay. I think Clay's gonna come out and like be shooting lights out. I think Clay's gonna have a
He was
35 point
defending
game.
Clay most of that series anyway.
So it
He got
switches.
So it must be
No,
D'Lo.
it was
must be
Reeves.
D'Lo.
It was
Reeves.
Reeves as well. Reeves was
It does
defending
switch quite a bit
So
though.
who's D'Lo guarding?
Oh,
him.
fuck
Who'll
knows.
win it? I think they're
Maybe some. I think they're
Who's not
switching.
starting though?
I don't know who D-Lo guarding, man.
They're just switching. But it's, to be honest, I just think over the course of the series, I think we'll wear them down in the post, and I think that's where the series
Or
will
is he
be.
starting? Is Paul starting? Because
No, he's not. He's not.
Jeremy's
Not in
not
this-
coming off the bench anymore.
No. Last game he didn't start. No.
Yeah, they had to change it.
And yeah, it's interesting. It's a great series to have. I think I read it is the highest. So game 1 was, I just read it, was the most watched conference semi-final game 1 ever.
Wow.
With
It'd
7
be
point,
even higher if it wasn't a ridiculous o'clock, man.
honestly, 7.4 million average viewers.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Is game 2 tonight?
Game 2 is tonight
I might watch
at
it.
3 a.m.
I lied.
Is that two?
Oh, you
Okay, that's not that bad.
oh, well done. You saved an hour. 2
No,
a.m.
it does make a bit of a
It
difference.
does. Yeah,
But
2 a.m.
I'm not gonna make it through the whole game. I'll probably watch like the first quarter and conquer.
Yeah.
And
Finish at what?
Even when the Celtics
Don't
play,
know
they
if
play
I'm
at like 12 or 1. Even me by the 4th, I'm sleeping. So I don't know how you lot are doing it.
It's a struggle.
That's
No, them
crazy.
East. I wish my team was in the East. man.
Yeah,
That's
same.
crazy.
It's so easy.
Let's get into the last one, bro. It's getting late.
Yes, Nuggets and the Suns.
2-0, man.
What? How do you think KD's fitting into the Suns?
I think he fits in well, but he's getting his ass fucked.
Brother. And you said, what?
I don't
What?
know what's going on here today.
What?
I'm just here as a guest.
What?
Is this how you're gonna be every week
Just
now?
here as a
You're going to
guest.
work and this is how you're moving.
I'm just here as a
It's because he's got a shirt and trousers and that.
You're even mad.
No, okay, cool. Yeah, pause.
It's too late.
Rewind.
It's
bro.
far too late.
It's too
You're
late,
laughing
bro.
too much. I like that.
Did you enjoy saying that? Like, what's wrong with you, bro?
In bed.
Alright, cool. Let me. The thing is, yeah, I feel like these games, KD's been a bit rattled. Like he hasn't been shooting great. His performance hasn't been great. He was like 16% from the free in one of the games. That's bad. It's worse than Brooks. So, am I wrong? Okay, all right.
Did he still have like 25 points though?
24, I think. 24, 25.
Okay, that
Yeah,
makes
but it's one of the
sense,
ones where right now, do you know what it is?
I guess.
Booker needs to turn up a bit more. Now, I'm not saying he's playing for us. Now, I'm not saying he's bad, but
He can't do any more, man.
no. He needs to.
You know, he
Bro,
played
dropped-
45 minutes. in
Okay,
games.
yeah, but the thing is, I'm saying against the Clippers, he dropped
that's
two
a
40-plus games.
He had 35 in their last game.
Okay, cool. We need 40, but it's one of the ones. Yeah,
It's not that. It's the bench.
I know.
The Suns
I
have
know
no
the Suns bench. They don't have a bench.
What we said from round
It's
one, though.
completely,
Yeah.
it's completely fish. And do you know what? Yeah,
I used to switch some players out.
I've been talking crap about the Denver Nuggets the whole season. I'm sorry because
I'm not sorry.
no, James, yeah. We have to also deep. These guys are serious. Yeah, let's just look.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I've not watched a single game. Of this
Jokic is a problem.
Is it?
He's a big
Yeah,
problem.
he is.
He's a serious problem. Like he's a serious problem. And then who he's surrounded by, like the fact that Jamal Murray game 2 that he had a poor game.
and
Game
then
1
still
obviously
won.
had a great game, but game 2 poor. But the way everything is just distributed out, Aaron Gordon here, have some pie. Oh, KCP here, have some of this. Like, fam, Bruce Brown was causing KD problems. Stripped the ball off him like a few times. Like literally was causing him issues. They've got a lot of depth in this Nuggets team. And because the Suns bench is
Arse.
anorexic, starving, all of them things there, they know nothing. Them man have issues, problems. Yeah. The Nuggets are just coming in like
Yeah.
barbecue chicken. What? Who what? Damian Lee. Fuck is that? What?
Oh, my days.
Damian Lee
That's a
getting
good fuck, is
cooked.
it?
Who else? What? Cameron Pussio getting
Damn.
cooked. Save. Who else?
Damn.
Who
Wait,
else?
his name's Cameron. Are you gonna? Why he had such a strong pussy yo,
He did
to
not.
that? Like, that was too
What's
strong.
going on here,
Like,
man?
I was even meaning to say that, but you just.
Campaign,
He
yeah. Campaign. I'm sorry, you know I don't like that guy at all.
Why?
Tory Craig, 11 minutes, no points.
Come on, that's what I'm
Oh.
saying.
Bi-
This Suns team.
The Suns bench had four bench points.
Full bench.
The whole game. The
entire.
whole game.
This is a very favorable. What literally, unless KD and Booker absolutely
They
go
can't do it
off,
themselves, though. That's crazy.
and on top of that, what's happened yet again?
CP piss.
CP Cone.
What's going on with him?
He injured his groin, that old piece of crap, man. Get him out of here, man.
That's an old man. That is a man.
That is
that's cool.
an
That's
old man.
That's an
How
old
old is
man.
He's
Same age as
old.
LeBron.
So why are you not?
No, he's older than
LeBron.
LeBron.
What's that?
Why is LeBron not-
LeBron-
No, no.
Chris
Chris
Paul's
Paul
29.
plays like an old man though.
Nah, they're same age, I swear.
Chris Paul plays like an old man. I'll be real.
Chris Paul is
37, he's a year younger.
and he's
He,
rinsed.
he plays like an old man. To be
He's
fair.
rinsed,
You
bro.
need to calm
No,
down.
give that man some baby oil because
You
he
need
is
to
finished,
calm
bro.
down.
He's got oil his
He
knees.
needs WD-40 and them.
Yeah, true.
This
He
is
needs
the
a
worst time to
service,
injure yourself,
bro.
man.
Pause. Yeah.
What I said.
Yeah.
What a service.
No, that wasn't that bad.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, he averaged 14.7 points, 10.8 assists, and 4 rebounds.
Great
What's
numbers.
he?
That was not this year, bro.
Or 21-22. That's even the wrong
was
year.
last year, man.
That's even the year. That's
That was
even
last year.
last year. Damn. Let me get this.
That was
here.
last year. But like we said, they don't get enough scoring, bro. If KD has 24, Devin Booker has 35, your next high score is 14. After that, your next high score is 8. After that, your next high score is 2.
2.
Yes.
2.
So
Damn.
one layup and I'm out.
13 points.
They're not going to
for.
Literally, the only way they'll win this series is if KD and Booker say,
Just
fuck
go
it.
head to
we-
head.
Yeah.
No,
We're
but
going
that's
50
That's what they're gonna have to
unfair,
do.
though.
50 each.
That's
Look.
unfair.
Look,
But-
you
but-
go 40, I'll go 40. Let's go.
Monty Williams needs to hold some blame for this because they're not running the offense. Have you seen it?
It's all ISO.
ISO, bro.
It's just
KD
ISO.
on one wing, Booker on the other wing. ISO.
Okay.
And then they might run a CP3, DeAndre Ayton pick and roll or CP3 KD pick and roll. But there's nothing there's nothing special. And I understand, like, when you have stars on your team, you can afford to just give them the ball and tell them, go get me a bucket.
Still,
But
like, you can run
with
something.
a team
for
can
Booker
scheme for
and
that very
KD.
easily, man. A team can scheme for that very easily, and that's what Denver did.
That's what Denver did.
Denver aren't like amazing defenders, but I think Phoenix make it too easy.
Also, there's something that the Suns are doing, so, like I say as well, they're taking a lot of jump shots.
Yeah.
Jump shot. Let me ask you this. Who is the interior defender and paint presence in the Denver
Probably
Nuggets?
Aaron Gordon if they have one. It's probably
But
Aaron
barely.
Gordon if they have one. Yeah.
But outside of Aaron Gordon, who's barely in there because he's going to be in the perimeter, no one.
Denver had one block.
No, that's what I'm saying. Nobody is blocking in Denver. Like
They're
Jokic.
still winning.
That's
But
like
that could be
Jokic-
because Phoenix took that many
That's
jump shots.
crazy.
There.
That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
On Phoenix as well, they don't have anyone that's attacking the basket like that. Like, fam, you put someone like Russell Westbrook there, where he's attacking the paint, it's going to be a big issue. That's what I'm saying. They're not doing that. CP Cone ain't doing that. But by the time he takes 2 steps, he needs hip replacement. Done.
I'll be honest.
Devin
yeah.
Booker's not gonna. He's not. He's a shot taker and maker. Like he said, KD's not attacking. KD should be attacking. You know, let me attack the rim more. I'm 7 foot. The tallest person that could possibly block me is Jokic. And as Stephen A. Smith always says, Jokic can't even jump up on a curb. So who's really gonna be defending the paint like that?
Jokic was balling out there.
I think he got like 39 or something like that. He was doing Mazzoline.
39 points, 16 rebounds, 5 assists.
Yeah.
Deadly. So like I can't lie, it's looking scary for the Suns.
Yeah, 100%.
He's looking scary for the Suns. I can't lie. I'm gonna be mad. This is a gentleman's
Wait.
suite.
Oh, gentlemen's.
4-1,
Yeah,
Denver.
yeah.
I don't think it's over, man.
4-1.
However,
4-1.
obviously, like, it sounds stupid to say. If Phoenix don't show up in Game 3, it's a sweep.
It's done. Yeah.
It's
done.
a sweep.
That's what I'm saying. If I think it's 4-1 because one of the games, I'm just because
So
KD and
it's
Booker.
2-0 to
Two-
Denver
yeah.
right now.
Okay.
Like I'm saying 4. I think I'm giving Suns a little bit of hope
Yeah, at
that
least
maybe
win- at least
one
win
game,
one.
one game because it's KD
least
and Booker,
one.
like one game.
Yeah.
But honestly, 4-1.
KD's going outside.
Possibly a
man.
sweep, but
He's
if
going outside.
if the Suns get swept, and the thing is as well, what scares me is too, because when we look at the series beforehand, the Suns were barely winning against the Clippers with no start. It was just Westbrook and company. Not saying that Clippers had a dead bench, but they had people.
We're
that
missing
could-
our stars, isn't it? We're missing our stars.
missing two
The
starters.
2 guys that are supposed to
and
be like the
they
reason we win.
obviously they won in 5 games, but every game was close. I
Yeah.
said, this is something fishy going on because
I like that song.
it's looking a bit. So I honestly, I can't lie. Denver's about to shame the Suns, and if the
Yeah.
Suns get swept or gentlemen sweep, who am I saying? KD,
The-
KD.
The thing is, though, I will say, because I did think Phoenix were going to win the series, but just by watching them, the lack of
They'll
bench
win
that
this
they have,
series.
I don't think they can. I literally think it'll be near enough impossible. And it will be solely because they do not have a bench that can contribute enough. 4 points from your bench.
4.
Yeah, but you saw it
4
in
points.
you saw it in round 1, and I'm not surprised, to be honest, because you look at the way that Denver have played all season. They're our team, like they're a team that there's 2 factors to it. Obviously, a team that without Jamal Murray, more players had to chip in to get points, so the reliance on other players scoring has been shown. And once Jamal Murray came in, there was enough time for everyone to bed in, to know their roles.
Yeah.
And when you look at the way Denver play, the scoring is spread out. The offense is smooth. They are a good NBA team. When you watch the Suns, they are a team that got disrupted during the season. Their best defenders in Cam Johnson, Mikal Bridges got shipped out. Outside of their starters got shipped out. So their best bench scoring, defense and offense got shipped out. And
There's no way those 2 are the only 2 players. Who else was part of the KD trade?
so
Because I just feel like their whole team got gutted to
No,
get
it was
KD.
literally Mikal Bridges,
Cam Johnson.
and Cam Johnson.
Just those 2, and then the rest were picks.
Yeah, I believe so.
No,
there was
way, man.
definitely more. But regardless, I just think
There wasn't else because outside of
Has
the
KD ever won a ring?
Yeah, he won 2 in Golden State.
and this is what I was going to come to next.
Yeah.
The KD thing.
Just
There's
hopping
a
from
bit
way.
there's a bit there's a
Rodney.
bit that needs to. I'm gonna let Rodney finish on this. I know Rodney likes the KD slander, but
whoa,
Right now-
do I?
Kevin Durant, it's not looking good, bruv.
He's
Like
looking-
you won your 2 rings by
Yeah.
jumping onto a super team. You all know this. The team that had best record in ever. You went there. You managed to win your rings, in that team
He
that
had to
was
get Finals MVP.
already
Had to.
that were already there in the finals. They were already. You made NBA basketball unfair, but cool. You went and won your 2 rings. You then left and said you want to do your own thing. We heard your fight with Draymond Green. You left. You've cut out to do your own thing. It's not worked out to try and form another super team. You went with you had Kyrie there. You both joined in free agency. Cool. You were injured. You come back. You tried to get hard and join the super team. It failed again.
Oh my
So because that's not gone well.
That first failure, that he said with Harden, that one there, I'm not gonna.
No.
It's a failure, but I'm not gonna be too just because.
I am.
Because, bro, the same way Clippers had no 2 stops, bro.
No. It's not. I'm not talking about the clip. I'm not talking about the way because the way Kawhi's won. Thank you, Lorraine. The way Kawhi's won, I've never seen KD do that.
No, I'm not saying.
And I'm not saying. Look, right now, KD's hair. People talk about him being. He's the greatest scorer of all time.
I still think that.
And you're talking about a top 20 player in the NBA of all time. He's falling down the rankings because at the minute, he's not able to carry a team to a chip. When they were 3-1 up against Golden State, anyone that remembers that series knows that he shot them out of that series. Mm-hmm. You've then gone and joined them in possibly the weakest move in NBA basketball history. You won your 2 rings, cool. Since then, it's been super team fail after super team fail. And it's becoming embarrassing. You joined Devin Booker.
I'm not gonna say the first
It's joined Devin Booker. Yeah, after getting swept last year in the first round, which was embarrassing.
Remember that, Rod?
You've joined Devin Booker and the Suns. Yeah, and I'm being brutally honest. If the Clippers had one of Kawhi and Paul George, we might not even be talking about you in this series because it's very, very, very evident. Had even one of them been there and they'd be playing with an injury, they probably would have beaten you. Let alone one of them fully healthy, let alone both of them. And it's now come to play the Denver Nuggets. And everyone knows the Denver Nuggets, I know they got MVP Jokic, who is a superstar in the league. But between yourself, you have 2 of the best 3 players on the court. Play for the Phoenix Suns. And I know the bench is weak, but I ain't seen no power moves from you. Like last night, the last game, 10 for 27, 2 for 12. Big man, you're Kevin Durant.
2 for 12
from the 3.
From 3, yeah.
What the heck is that, bruv? In game 1,
2 for 12.
In game 1, Kevin Durant shot 12 for 19, very nice 29 points. But game 2, what is 10 for 27?
Okay.
29 is not even.
No, but I gotta, Kevin Durant is not the reason they're losing this series.
No, he's not. But I'm just saying that it's now his legacy is being questioned with the way things are going, and that's all I wanted to allude to.
I do understand that, and do you know what? When he joined Phoenix, I said I don't. One, he got traded, innit? The only bad move he's ever made in his career that made everyone think differently about him was him going to Golden State, right?
That's horrible.
Yeah. Obviously, like him going to Brooklyn when it was just him and Kyrie, no one really thought down there because I was like, you know what? You've left a really good situation to go to a more difficult situation to try and win. I expect that you didn't do it, whatever. Going to Phoenix, however, looking at what that situation is, bro, that place is a shit show right now.
There's nothing you can do.
I think, and I said Phoenix were my pick to win the title this year. It's definitely not happening. I think they should just look at next year and say we've got off-season moves to make to get a bench around these guys, innit? We've got a basis. I really do think they need to do something about Chris Paul. If you can turn Chris Paul into I don't know, a DeJounte Murray, if you can turn Chris Paul into any other like serviceable point guard.
I say, can they get him?
He's got 1 million on his contract. He'll be a free agent, but he wouldn't go there for because the money wouldn't make sense. I think they need to. They were right in not wanting to give Ayton the money, and they probably should have just. They probably should let him go to Indiana. I can't lie because he's not doing anything special. He's definitely not doing anything.
Bro,
Ricky Max contract.
8 points game, 8 rebounds game 2, 7 rebounds game 1. You are center.
No, man.
What the heck is that?
The thing is, yeah,
Jokic is killing him.
Jokic is not a good defender. Jokic is not a rim protector. Ayton, why are you not attacking him? Because more time, he's going to get into
bigger and stronger than him.
But that's the thing, the presence inside. Ayton's not that guy, bro.
He doesn't have to be personal, but it's just the finesse.
He's not getting the same shots as well now. He's not getting touches like that anymore.
But the thing is with this shit is that, first of all, I think number one, Kane needs to stop being a pussy-hole because he's really letting. Like, I'm not saying okay, cool,
Lorraine's
yeah, Booker,
reaction.
go off. Like, Booker, do what you gotta do. But I need to see KD Game 7 against Milwaukee, even in that series.
Going to Game 7.
No, definitely not.
What you lot are telling
But
me.
the way KD was in the Nets against that Milwaukee, like he's like, you know what? F this. I'm Kevin Durant.
showing
Y'all
out
know who I
today.
am. That KD needs to come out to play.
Yeah.
Like, listen, Book, I hear it. You can support and do what, but right now, I can't lie. I'm about to cook these lot. I'm not going out like this. He needs to bring that back. Just boom, yeah. And like I say, with that season and stuff, that one I'm not gonna hold too much account for because he had an amazing series against the Bucks. Toe line, two of his supporting cast, very important, have gone down, and this was a very good, well put Bucks team. That one was tough for him to even
is,
go
but
to Game
he-
7. And
he-
yeah,
he lost, bro.
understand, but with that one, you're not gonna say, KD's super. Like Giannis said, there's no failure in sports, right? So just let's just
When
keep that
people make
energy.
moves like that, you get questioned on what happens
Okay, but
afterwards.
what
And I
is-
think
but the thing
KD,
is-
the questions are right to be asked about where he is headed.
Yeah, where he's heading. Yeah, 100%. After that season, and it's been mad because that season happened where James Harden, Kyrie went down, toe line. It was long. He was exhausted, like going to overtime. Like he put everything into that series, and then the year after, there was number 1 seed, and then boom, injury. They lose 16 games in a row. It was a mess. There was drama. A lot of that happened, so it was tough. But now it's just one of those where it's just looking a bit mad now. Like, you've requested a trade, you stayed, you put the Nets in a good position, then you've gotten traded to the Suns. It's looking kind of mad. But like I say, if KD doesn't turn into an animal and start just, you know what, let me remind these guys that, listen, I'm gonna,
that guy.
it's gonna be peak. Like, if you get swept, gentlemen swept, like, bro.
Yeah, but where do you see the series? 'Cause I see it as a sweep, at best a gentleman sweep. I see them sweeping them.
Honestly, I feel like that's
I
how
see. I'm saying it how I feel the series is gonna go. It'll be a sweep.
I just think that like Cam said, what what Phoenix needs to do is, listen, the team right now is arse. Like, outside of KD and Booker, we're arse.
Yeah,
But remember
KD
last
because they
week-
have to go bar for bar. That's
Last
what they
week
can do right
you
now.
both said Suns in 7. I said Nuggets in 6.
Did I say something? 7?
You both said that.
No,
I was-
yeah.
You both said
I
that.
was drinking.
I listened to the pod. I said Nuggets in 6. And I retract my statement and say Nuggets in 4, at best 5.
Fair dues.
But I still said Nuggets.
I
So-
was wrong. I admit it.
I'm sorry.
But it's one of the ones where, like, it's I can't lie. Aiton's been a disappointment, and this is the real Aiton coming out again. CP3, he's CP0 in
Get
fact.
old, man.
Like, CP0,
CP0,
he
yeah.
ain't no hero. Like, fam, he's done, man.
He's getting old.
Bro, he needs to,
Retire as well, innit?
bro. That's it. Just call it a day, man. Like,
Yeah.
fam, you're taking up bare peas. Phoenix can do so much with the peas that you're
Yeah.
holding ransom. Like, you're really holding those peas ransom, and you're really and truly, you're one of the main downfalls of Phoenix because you're not. Let's be honest, you're not that guy anymore. You're
Probably trying to
you're
keep
very
up with
injury
LeBron.
prone. You've been injury prone your whole career. You're not doing much. Like, let someone else go in. Like I say, like a DeJounte Murray, someone. Like I say, Atlanta Hawks, everyone on the trade block. Bun it. Why not cut the ropes with CP3 and try bring in Trae Young? I don't know. Do something because it's not looking good. Right now, I'm saying the Suns need to focus on next season because this season is over. It's done.
The thing is, yeah, if Suns win Game 3, yeah,
It's
let's
still
say
done.
let's say the Suns protect home court now and it goes 2-2. You're still saying
Phoenix, yeah. I'm not Phoenix, Denver, yeah.
Denver.
in
6.
Yeah.
They'll win the next 2.
My original was 6. It's now 4.
But
Let's
Max,
even.
I don't
I'm
think
honestly,
this. I don't see how they'll outscore them at
Maybe-
any
I
think,
stage
to be
this
fair,
series.
Next game depends on whether they
Of course.
get swept or not. Like,
It's big facts though.
No, I agree.
No,
I
it's
agree.
true.
I agree.
But I just
agree.
believe
That's the
even if
thing.
they pull one back, they'll still win Game
I
4.
can't believe this is a conversation again.
Like,
He's
I-
getting swept.
I don't think. Like, I think if Durant gets
They
swept
gotta win
in
one.
back-to-back series, in back-to-back years, it's not looking good, bruv. Like, that's what I'm gonna say. It's really not. Like, that top 15 might go down to top 20.
Oh, come on, man.
No,
Come
he
on,
won't-
man. Come on,
I
man.
can't lie.
Mm.
Durant can't get swept, bro. I can't do it,
He
bro.
won't.
Like, he
He
can't get swept because, like, fam, How are you gonna take that sweep energy to a whole nother franchise? Don't do that, man.
Yeah,
Don't flip it.
Man took the brooms from Brooklyn.
Man, don't do that. Like, fam, you got completely bamboozled, shambolically dealt with, not even to win one.
With Chris Paul not playing, that means campaign's now gonna have to start.
Yeah, it's sweet. Man. It's over. It's over, man.
Man, move the max.
No, but this dickhead is gonna do anything, bro. He ain't gonna do nothing, man.
You might come alive.
Campaign is the
Rodney Hayes
campaign is the one who should be out the league, bro. You might as well get Dylan Brooks at the Suns. Flipping out. Maybe something will happen, innit? Might as well.
So what are you saying? You said Nuggets in
5, gentlemen.
What are you saying, Lorraine?
Nuggets in 5 alive.
Based on what y'all are saying, Nuggets in 5, I would say.
What are you saying?
Suns in 6.
Hey!
Suns in 6.
I love it. We need something else.
I don't know. Like Durham, I'm being ridiculous, innit? I'm sure Denver. I'm sure Denver will win the series, innit?
Yeah.
They're looking very. But again, they had the benefit of the first 2 games being at home.
Belief, man.
No, but bro, what we're not talking about is that in game 2, yeah, it was much closer than it should have been. No,
What was the score?
it was a 10-point game.
It was, but it's still a very comfortable victory. I mean, Jokic.
I definitely wouldn't say it was comfortable.
Not comfortable.
When you look at the facts as well, the game only really changed the second it got to the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
That game was close right up until then.
It was.
It's not like Phoenix were getting blown out from the beginning of the game. I think all it takes is, I don't know how they're gonna do it, but everything centers around Jokic in it. If you can make him have 25 instead of 39, you've won that game. Like it's a very, very big difference because there's a limit to what Denver's role players can do. They got lucky that Jamal Murray didn't have a good game, but
One final thing before we tap out into the. I think that should be it, really. I mean, I think Jokic. Remember, I said last week this is big for his legacy. Remember, we spoke about Giannis having his moment when he pushed to get that chip, and obviously winning the back-to-back MVPs. The question was on Jokic now, being the current MVP. Obviously, Embiid is, but prior to the series, he was the MVP of the league. He's doing what MVP is meant to do, and I think he needs to get to the conference finals again.
He has to.
Like,
no, he has to get to the
I think
finals,
legacy-wise, if he fumbles this, Jokic, there's big questions because
fumbles this series or fumbles
this series.
If
This
he
series.
fumbles this series, he's
This
pissed.
series. In the other side is obviously you're facing the winner of the defending champions or the GOAT.
I think if
difficult.
Jokic don't make it to the finals, he's at this
Nah.
point. What do you mean nah?
When you've got either Steph or LeBron on the other side, I'm not.
You're back-to-back
Thank
MVP.
you.
No, he
Thank
is.
you.
You
But
should be going bar for all of them.
Listen.
You see
put
the
him
dirt
on
that
this
he's
mantle,
doing.
100%.
Nah,
Against
listen.
the greatest scorer, and look what the dirt he's doing.
Listen.
We can't
Listen.
stop this scapegoat stuff.
Exactly.
I'm not
Every-
scapegoating nothing. I'm
You
saying
are.
conference
You are.
finals
You're
at
not
the
holding to
minimum.
the same
No.
standards that you're holding all these other
He's
guys.
been to the
innit?
conference finals. He's a top
And I said he needs to go back there at minimum.
No, he's a top
That's the
five-
minimum
top five player
expectation.
in the league.
Minimum
Top
expectation.
5 player in the league. Back-to-back
He's supposed to be the best
MVP.
player in the West.
Like he has to get to the finals.
At minimum conference finals.
He has to get to the finals.
MVP
Minimum
Embiid
NBA finals,
has never
bro.
been to the conference finals.
Minimum
And that's what he needs to
finals.
do.
He's never been there and he's won the MVP.
Yeah, he's
So
won MVP once. Jokic's been there twice. He's been to the conference finals once. So
he's been there.
Yeah.
Embiid's
So
not even been there.
Embiid has before he wins
talking
another
about Joel
MVP.
Embiid? Why
Because
are
we're
we
talking about MVPs. So Embiid's the most recent one. It's the argument, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm saying Jokic has to get to the finals. Jokic has to get.
That is, to
No,
me,
but
you can't just say
we
because
have
you've
to-
gone back to back, you need to be in the finals. You need to at least be in the conference finals with the
Jokic-
current construct of his
Jokic
team.
needs to make the
Thank you,
finals.
Rodney. Giannis won
Jokic
his-
needs
Giannis
to
won
make the
his two
finals.
back-to-back MVPs. You see people saying, "Oh no, what's he gonna do in the playoffs? He still needs to win an NBA title. He still needs to make it to the finals, bro."
Of course.
So why are you not holding Jokic? to the
I'm
same
saying
thing?
he needs to get that, but I'm saying Giannis at least needed to make the conference finals
No,
at
no
minimum.
one said that.
At
Not
minimum.
a single person said that.
I said at minimum.
Not
one
a
said
single
that.
person.
At
said that.
minimum.
Not a single person.
At
was
minimum,
saying
I'm talking before that complete bare and minimum, the conference finals. NBA finals is what I
This
no.
is colorism.
What's
No, it is.
going on?
What? Colorism?
Hold Jokic to the same standard.
I hold everyone. I don't care about no color. I want to see the
It
best
needs-
basketballers
No,
play.
Jokic has to make the finals.
I'm better than him.
Conference finals.
NBA blood cleat finals, back-to-back MVP,
finals.
top 5 player in the league,
Come on.
best supporting cast he's had
Spirit
since.
ball.
He 100%
Best player in the
has
West.
to make the finals.
So
He has to make.
Jokic has to make the finals.
He has to make the finals. Look at the team that he has. Look at the depth of the team.
Facts.
This is the best supporting cast that he's had.
Jamal Murray,
He's
healthy.
been to the conference finals already. Cool, been there, done that,
Big
whatever.
fans,
Cool.
hello.
Now he
Porter
has to
Jr.,
get to the
healthy.
final. He has to get there. Look at the team that he has. Look at the team that he has. Look at the way he's performing. Second front runner, whatever, for MVP this season, back to back. He has to. We have to now hold him at that high standard because what he's done, 2 MVPs, cool, knocked out first round, didn't have no Jamal Murray, all that stuff. All the excuse stuff was there. You've got a great team around you. Jamal Murray has found his feet. You've been dominating the league. You've been an issue. Like literally everyone is. You're basically the number 1 rated player. You and Giannis, you're right there. Giannis failed. He got grilled. Even the scapegoat there is really. But now Jokic, you have to get there. For me, if Jokic doesn't reach the NBA Finals, he's in big trouble.
He's
Big
got no
trouble.
choice. He's got no choice.
Big trouble because really and truly, fam, the advantage that he has already against the Suns and the dirt that he's been doing in both games already when he did against 2 of the top scorers in the league in terms of jump shooting skills, everything. You've got that. Yeah, you've gotten past whoever was in the first. Minnesota was light work, baby food, boom. Now you've got Suns, supposed to be kind of a challenge. Getting put in a body bag. Now if you go now face the Warriors or the Lakers, it's the same thing because you've got an equally as good bench and supporting cast as the Lakers. Probably got a better supporting cast than Golden State. Like there's no excuse. He has to get to the finals. He has to be there in the lights NBA Finals. If he don't get to the NBA Finals, he's in big trouble. And he doesn't want to hear from me because he will be in big trouble. 100%. I'm calling his phone, bro. I'm going to get the number. I don't know. I don't have it now, but I will have it.
Get it.
He will be in big trouble. For me, that's the standard I have to hold him to. If you're a top 5 player in the league, MVP, everything, you got to get there. Same way as if Embiid, you got to get there. Enough is enough.
So both Embiid and Jokic has to get to the NBA Finals. Have to be there.
Stop holding Embiid to the same standard you're holding Jokic to. Let Embiid win one more MVP, then you can start saying that.
Nah.
What do you mean?
It's a good point.
No, but the thing is, if you're doing the same thing, then
That's a good
technically
point.
for Joel Embiid, yes, that's
colorist, man.
that can
No,
happen.
at least minimum, they should both be
You're a
in
colorist.
the conference finals at minimum.
I think
I'm not saying my expectation is for Jokic to be in the NBA Finals, but I say at minimum. That is the borderline pass. I think anything, my minimum is that the argument starts there. But I want Jokic to be in the finals. I think he should be in the finals. That legacy-wise for winning back-to-back is where he needs to be. But at minimum, like if he doesn't make that, I will be onto him. And at minimum doesn't mean that.
That's where he should.
Yeah, I'm saying like doesn't mean that's where he should be. I'm just saying that's the borderline, acceptable.
Yeah.
What you're saying is for me,
Colorism.
Jokic needs to be in the finals.
Yeah, no, I think he needs to be there. But what I'm saying is,
No.
pass,
Borderline, minimum, bare minimum.
bare minimum. That's what I think.
Yeah.
That is difficult.
Acceptable.
Yeah,
No,
I think
that's
Because
what it
the
is.
West has Curry and LeBron.
He has the he had the best record.
When you got Curry and LeBron,
Steph's
You're
old, bro.
ageist.
Jokic in the prime of his career, 2 back-to-back MVPs.
Young.
Yeah? Especially the best player in the
Young.
West.
bro, the
No one's
two
gonna argue with me that he's
greatest,
the best player in the
the
West.
two
He's
greatest
young.
players of this generation.
Okay.
One of the last, 18 or 17 years, they've
Bro,
not been in the NBA
Bro,
finals.
combined age
One,
is 73 between
but
the two.
one of the last
Between
17.
Steph and LeBron. Combined age is 73.
These men have played
And this is what we're talking about.
in 17 of the last 18 NBA finals. At least one of them have been there.
Okay.
It goes through them, and if they're in the same conference, it still goes through them.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Because of that, Jokic will. It's hard to compare to the two generations greatest, when they are the
Jokic
greatest.
has to win, man. Jokic has to. For me, he has to get to the finals. I hear what you're saying, but for me, he has to get to the finals. The ceiling is up there now. He's up there. This is a good opportunity, so he has to be there. But that's time. We gotta wrap it up, skiddy diddly, and get the heck out. So, thank you for tuning in to Take It During Podcast. Make sure you follow us on socials at Take It on Twitter, at Take It During Podcast on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all of that.
Period.
Socials will be plugged in, all of that. Lorraine, plug
Big
yourself
Boston,
in.
we out. Hello.
Wow.
We shall not end up on that way because that is
At all. As usual, over and out. We'll rather end on that, innit?
Over
Over and out.
Boston.
Yeah, Boston out, over and out. Yeah.